Hey guys, sorry about that. I missed it by 1 second. It would have been perfect. But how are you guys doing today?
Good. You know, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Weekend starts.
Yeah, it's Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
so
that's a good way to put it.
yeah, it's a better night for the show, I think. I think a lot of people were out on Friday night, and I didn't realize that because every night's Friday night for me. Levi probably feels the same way. I think you're muted, Levi. There he is.
Not really so much, but this week's been a little easy.
All right. Well, here's what we got on the menu tonight. We got some Anthony Jeselnik jokes. I don't know if you know Anthony Jeselnik, but you're gonna know him. He'll be on the.
I'm waiting for the Andrew Dice Clay to come up here.
David, you know that I had that planned for tonight, but it was so filthy that I'm gonna wait until the last show to do that. It was so filthy, and I thought it over, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it on the last day because we're probably get kicked off or something, knowing how fucking dirty it is. Anyway, so we're going to do some Anthony Jeselnik jokes. We're going to do some On This Day in History, July 10th. We're going to do our Garbage People or Person of the Week. We're going to do some You Heard. We'll do some You Heard. We'll do some Real or Fake Headlines, which has been pretty popular. Language learning time. We'll be learning how to say your bed or my bed. Your bed or mine. That'll be because these things are important. You know, it's good to know this stuff. We'll have some serious news, of course. We like to do some serious news. We got DUFA, Trump edition. So no Trump dump this week. We're going to combine DUFA, and we're going to try and combine Trump dump, and we're going to talk about that at the same time. So that should be fun, and it's long. We got a little Isn't That Interesting segment that we're going to talk about. Some Quiz Pro Whoa we'll do at the end of the show. And then it'll be that time to end it. And so let's start with our Anthony Jeselnik jokes. You get a little Anthony Jeselnik picture up there. Maybe he looks familiar. Maybe he doesn't. That's Anthony Jeselnik. He's funny as hell. He's known for his dark and controversial humor, often pushing boundaries with one-liners and jokes about sensitive topics. I'm sure that doesn't shock anyone. Let's get through the jokes, and then we'll say hello to everyone in the chat. Everyone should be here by then. Here's some one-liners by Anthony Jeselnik. Maybe we'll put them on the main thing here. Oh, no, I can't do that because that's me. One-liners. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes, so she gave me a hug. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. What do you call fake spaghetti? An impasta. I have a fear of speed bumps, but I'm slowly getting over it. Did you ever hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He just needed a little space. And what did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies. And so that's some one-liners by Anthony Jeselnik. Very funny guy.
Now the one about you should embrace your mistakes. Now that went like really quick, probably too quick, you know. Like.
Yeah, you got to be quick with the one-liners. We got Spongy in the house. We've got what is he saying here? Can you have someone send me the link? All right, we'll do that.
I'm trying to, but it won't copy the URL from your email. Like the email you send won't actually send the link itself. It keeps trying to take the image from StreamYard. And even when I copy and try to share the link and use it through the Android functions, it's still just...
Well, we'll see what happens, Sponge. We'll try again in a little bit. Maybe it'll work. Hey, Crazy Juice, the craziest juice is here. That makes sense that the craziest juice would be here. Thanks for popping in. And he says, F it. I'll run for president when I become 35. And you're allowed to. And we'll vote for you. And you can be on the show. You can campaign right here if you want. So let's see. Getting back to the Anthony Jeselnik jokes. Now we got some longer jokes here. So here's one. He's very dark. I like to I made that point. I just wanted to bring it up. It's real. He is dark. My dad was a hard ass. One of those guys who believe that men just learn by doing things, you know? You don't take classes, you don't read the instructions, you just do it and figure it out. Like when I was a kid, I never got to take swimming lessons. Nope, my dad would pick me up and throw me in the water to teach himself CPR.
Huh.
So there you go.
Sponge, check your IG. I handled you.
A little twist at the end there. All right. Next joke. About a month ago, some kids in my neighborhood were playing hide and go seek, and one of them ended up in an abandoned refrigerator. It's all anybody talked about for weeks. I said, who cares? How many kids you know get to die a winner? So he won. Last year was a sad year for my family because my mom should have been celebrating her 60th birthday. But because of drugs, alcohol, and other terrible decisions, we all forgot. It was sad. All right. My neighbor complains every time my girlfriend and I have sex. We're not even that loud. But he used to date my girlfriend, so. Yeah. It's impossible for me to hear the words quadruple murder suicide without thinking of my grandparents. My nephew killed himself masturbating, but officially the cause of death was exhaustion. So there you go. You got to take it easy when you're, pulling your putt. I've spent the past 2 years looking for my ex-girlfriend's killer, but no one will do it. Okay. I've got a long history of suicide in my family. The good news is it skips a generation, so if I'm lucky, my kids will kill themselves. Women are really divided on abortion in this country. Half of them are cool, but the other half I have to drag down there. And here's the last one. My girlfriend loves to eat chocolate. She's always eating chocolate. And she likes to joke, she's got a chocolate addiction. Get me away from those Hershey bars. I'm addicted to them. It's really annoying. So I put her in a car and I drove her downtown and I pointed out a crack addict. And I said, do you see that, honey? Why can't you be that skinny? All right. And the last one here, I'm sorry, there's one more. When I finished high school, I wanted to take all my graduation money and buy myself a motorcycle, but my mom said no. She said, see, I had a brother who died in a horrible motorcycle accident when he was 18, and that I could just have his motorcycle. So, Anthony Jeselnik, appreciate you. Thanks for the dark comedy and the filthy, I guess it's not filthy, I guess it's more just really dark stuff. So here we go. On this day, July 10th, do check out Anthony Jeselnik because he is funny. He's not just dark. He is also very funny. So let's do a little on this day in history, July 10th. And I will get through this very quickly. And then we will get into the talking together portion of the show. So on this day in history, July 10th, Julius Caesar barely avoids a catastrophic defeat to Pompeii. In 48 BC, Lady Godiva rides naked on horseback through Coventry, according to legend, to force her husband to lower taxes in 1040. The U.S. begins construction of the Central Pacific Railroad in 1862. Wyoming becomes the 44th state of the United States in 1890. U.S. President Woodrow Wilson personally delivers the Treaty of Versailles to the Senate in 1919. Denmark claims Greenland in 1924. Franklin Delano Roosevelt visits Colombia, becoming the first president to visit South America in 1934. Howard Hughes flies around the world in 91 hours in 1938. Father of Medicare, Tommy Douglas, becomes the 7th premier of Saskatchewan in 1944. Thanks, Canada. Trump will make sure they don't teach that in school anymore. Martin Luther King Jr. is arrested during a demonstration in Georgia in 1962. U.S. Major League Baseball announces it will split into 2 divisions for the upcoming 1969 season in 1968. World News Tonight premieres on ABC with Max Robinson, the first black anchor on a network newscast in the U.S. in 1978. That's a great year. Coca-Cola Company announces it will resume selling the original formula of Coke in 1985 because the new one was disgusting. And this has been today in history. So, any of those things touch a nerve with you guys?
The Tree of Versailles.
Bring back OG Coke.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the Treaty of Versailles, that was like the inspiration for Adolf Hitler and the Nazi regime.
Good Lord.
Yeah. It's kind of like.
Push the guy. You pushed him. All right, so here we go. We got our garbage people of the week. I don't have a fun picture for them because there was too many of them. It's Garbage People of the Week this week, and it's all the super wealthy tech guys who paid to make Trump president so they can enrich themselves and get out of lawsuits they were currently facing from the United States government. You guys remember seeing them all on stage? Dana White was up there, and now we're going to have a UFC fight on the front lawn of the White House, and people will love it. If that doesn't scream America, I don't know what does. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, CEO of Google Sundar Pichai, TikTok CEO Shou Chu or Shou Chu, and Apple's Tim Cook, or if you're Trump, it's Tim Apple. You chose greed over philanthropy and us. You let us all down. There's probably a circle in Dante's Inferno for all of you, so good luck with that. Our Garbage People of the Week, all the super wealthy tech guys who paid to make America great again. What do you guys think about the super wealthy tech guys? Fans, not fans?
Hey, they're keeping all the Chinese 7-year-olds employed, okay?
It's true. They got to work.
They're actually moving back to San Fran. All the ones that moved to Texas. I think it might have been Wall Street Journal did an article, like how they abandoned that area, the Silicon Valley. A lot of them are moving back because the Texas power grid cannot support their tech companies. So, yeah, they're actually.
And the California power grid can?
Yeah, it's better than Texas's.
Texas has their own.
Texas vote is a strong word. They convinced Texans to take themselves off the national grid a few years ago.
Yeah, they're not on the U.S. grid with the rest of
And at the same time, also voted and refused to take any money from any administrations to redo their power grid. So that's why, like a few years ago, when that one blizzard, like not even a blizzard, winter storm came through Texas and froze everything, their power lines can't work if it gets below 40 degrees.
Or too cold or too hot. Both are problems.
And then they paid the green companies to not make energy. Their power grid is one of the most fucked up. And of course, if they had not taken themselves off the national grid, their power would have still been fine.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
My friend lives in Texas, and he was there for all that shit.
I just had a client that I lost. They're moving to Fort Worth because it's too expensive to live in California, believe it or not. And I told them, get a Generac immediately. Get yourself a generator and put it on stilts.
It's cheap to live there, but I follow a lot of people that do building inspection content, and the worst offenders right now are in Texas. They are slapping up homes with fucking just plyboard, basically, and charge, but I'm not gonna lie, man, $300,000 to $500,000, you'd be like a fucking mansion to compare what you get in Cali right now.
Yeah, well, you can buy a hotel. You can buy a hotel in Costa Rica for what a house costs in California. So
that's for sure.
Spongy, how are you? You're here.
He has a run.
Are you here, Spongy? All right, well, he'll be here maybe. We'll find out where young Sponge is soon. All right.
Is that Tony Romo in your picture there, Spongy?
He's getting, all his ducks in a row, I guess, is what it's called.
It is a white man.
There you go.
Scrappy been hacked.
Scrappy's been hacked.
All right, guys, let's do a little You Heard. We'll play the little You Heard music. It's You Heard. Welcome to You Heard. This is Kenny Lives Matter, and if you just tuned in, we're here with David McNiner and Darwin's Raven, Levi, and Young Sponge, aka La Esponja. And let's dive into You Heard. So, have you guys heard? They are releasing a new Barbie who has type 1 diabetes. The new doll features a continuous glucose monitor and insulin pump. If you don't know, type 1 diabetes is a condition where the body doesn't make any or enough of the insulin hormone. So you go type 1 diabetes. Good for you. Everybody deserves their own doll.
So what's this doll going to look like?
I think she has brown hair, and she's kind of like a.
I'm just saying, is it like the typical very odd proportion to Barbie? Like
yeah, the
woman
fake
would ever look
proportions
like that.
with the long neck and the perfect
Long
body.
neck, the huge,
Of course,
boobs
she has type 1 diabetes. She's not ugly. She's still gorgeous. So she just has type 1 diabetes. So if you have type 1 diabetes, go out and get the Barbie, and you got a doll for you. I don't have a doll for me. So maybe one day.
Okay, so you're saying she's not the electric chair in Walmart type, is what you're saying.
No. She's in great shape. She plays volleyball on the weekends with her friends, even though she has type 1 diabetes. She's still very active in the world.
Mark Andrews has diabetes.
And he's fine. He catches all the passes.
Hands get a little shaky. Hands get a little shaky sometimes.
Yeah.
He needed to eat a Snickers in the playoffs. That's
there you go. Snickers.
Maybe a payday or two.
Yeah, so good stuff, Barbie. Way to include everyone. Good for you. Here's another one. The unemployment rate for college students skyrocketed lately, which is perfect time because these kids are now in massive debt from college and can't get a job. What do you guys think about this? Is this just regular stuff? Is this not even news?
I mean, that's just related to Barbie. I forgot. Have you heard there's Kim Kardashian's getting a movie?
Whoa, wait, what did I just walk into?
Spongy, take it easy.
MGM and one or two other studios is working with her to make Bratz, the live movie. And, I was like, you know what though? If it's all about superficial fakeness and I mean, that's not a bad cast, honestly.
Wait, who's on it? Kim?
All it is Kim, and she might be one of the
maybe Paris Hilton and
Paris Hilton would be another great one.
And then Lionel Richie's daughter, Nicole Richie, she could be on there too.
Slide them all in.
Megan Fox.
Is this going to be a Kim Kardashian movie? Just fit 4 Kim Kardashians all dyeing their hair different colors.
Is Ye going to be in it?
And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping she's going to make I'm hoping she's going to make this movie actually good. Like slide some jokes at Ye a little bit here and there, like against Nazis and shit.
And Pete Davidson. Yeah,
Well, I could see Pete Davidson being in that movie.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson is an inspiration to every average-looking Joe in America.
Do you guys know the story with him? I believe his dad passed away in 9/11.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and he also has some behavioral issues.
Oh yeah, he's dealt with.
Is that why he can't stick with a woman, or is it just because he always chooses the wrong one?
You know what I would say? Here's my thing.
It's the curse of a face of a 3, but a dick of a 10.
It's the dick. It is the dick. But here's the thing about him too. He, when he's dating a girl like that, I think it's more like his publicist and the girl's publicist, and they're just trying to get attention and make it look shocking and shit.
And I agree with you on that. I think especially the last Ariana and all that too.
Yeah. Here's another thing. I don't know if you heard. Microsoft is set to fire 9,000 employees in what is now their second wave of layoffs, and they're going to be replaced by AI. So all these people who were learning code and were promised to become rich in the future and all this, and they kind of just got the little truck driver wool pulled over them, which if you remember a long time ago, I think David and I talked about this already. Truck drivers schools were opening up every week. And everyone's like, I'm going to be a truck driver. I'm going to be hauling shit all over. I'm going to be my own boss. I'm going to be in my own truck.
School.
And now, again, same thing. They're going to automatize. Is that the word? Automatize or whatever? They're going to, I can't get the word.
Automate.
Yeah.
Automate.
There's a fancier word for it, but I cannot pronounce it. It's automate. And so, yeah, those people who went to truck driving school or who opened their own, truck driving businesses and were going to, hire truck drivers, they're all kind of screwed right now. What do you think about that?
That's interesting, honestly. Now, number one, do I trust the car to drive me around yet?
No, I don't. Yeah.
No. Does anybody here? Well, Spongy, you might grow up that being the way, buddy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's like, okay, is the system hack proof?
Exactly.
That's the biggest
many
concern. That's
Someone
the
can hack
biggest
your
concern.
pacemaker. You can hack a pacemaker, bro.
Ouch. That's not good.
Yeah.
Stop someone's heart.
That worries me a little bit.
Can you turn it up? Because I got this employee that probably needs to work a little faster. Can you turn him up?
That should be an option, I think.
Coming soon in the authoritarian America. When you get, we're just gonna put mandatory pacemakers, and when we need ample production, we just turn up that heartbeat switch.
Turn him up a little bit,
Get the heart rate going a little. Or you could go the German route, just give him a meth cookie.
Ooh, there's such a thing.
That might work.
Have you learned about that one yet in history class, Sponge? It was the German tactic where they would give chocolates to the soldiers with like a little bit of meth in it, and it really amped up the German soldiers on the front lines and made them willing to do some crazy shit.
I bet.
Talk about full blitzkrieg, man. You got a bunch of Germans yelling. You ever heard the German language? It just sounds rough and intimidating. Can you imagine like a million Germans running at you, methed out of their heads, screaming that shit, probably blaring like heavy metal in the background, like. That's terrifying.
They were experimented on with that stuff before they went out into battles, high on cocaine and meth and shit, methamphetamines. Wild times back then. Let's see what else we got here today. How about this? A home renter in Scottsdale, Arizona got a $4,000 fine for a negative review about the property. I'm guessing it was somewhere in his 100-page lease. That's fucked up. And it should be illegal. What do you guys think about that?
It's the wildest special assessment tax I've ever heard.
That's brutal.
Now, say what?
There was a guy in Scottsdale, Arizona, who was renting a property, and I guess it was a shitty property, so he left a negative review, and they fined him $4,000. The owner. That's BS.
So he probably left like a negative review on the HOA or something.
Wow, I was gonna say, is this an HOA story?
It's got to be an HOA
this
story, man.
Man, that's messed up.
I did private security, and one of the most violent contracts I ever had to do was an HOA meeting where they were trying to get rid of the president of the HOA.
Oh man, HOAs are horrible.
Dude, that was wild. A mob mentality, crazy shit.
They're just like very controlling little organizations.
Guys, if I ever buy a house, it's gonna be right by a HOA. I'm gonna be outside their border.
Yeah, and then you can do like
I'm gonna do all the stuff that's gonna drive them nuts. Hopefully, the president lives, or the person that, your grass is too long. Hopefully, they live right by me.
You build a wall of sound, David. It's just every old
What
speak.
about building a wall?
Just build a wall of sound.
What about building a wall?
A wall of sound.
A wall.
Big, massive.
Huge.
How about this? How about this one's for you, Sponge? I don't know if you heard this, but Chicago has seen an historic drop in violent crime in the first half of 2025. Do you think this is because of Pope Leo and his fondness for the Bears?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I mean, he's the Pope all of a sudden, and now Chicago's death rate drops. I mean, that's got to be some type of. Is it just a coincidence?
Probably. Honestly.
That's crazy.
Or it might just be that more people are moving out.
You think it's because there's less people? Maybe.
It might be less people, or more people are in prison.
Well, maybe you think they're afraid to do things now that Trump is the president?
That could be another thing. They're afraid of being sent bye-bye.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Maybe. Very possible that that's one of the things. Well, speaking of stuff like that, last Friday the Department
Because King Bond got killed.
Oh, shit. It could be. Anything's possible. Last Friday, the Department of Homeland Security put out a post wishing everyone a happy 4th of July with a picture of a flag with only 45 stars. Was this a mistake or foreshadowing? Do you think they just picked some picture out of Google with images and have no idea what they're doing there? Some crazy
more interesting subject. What 5 got left out?
I don't know. They were just 5 stars, but it makes you think what 5 states are going to get kicked out of the union soon or whatever.
They do keep saying continental United States, so there's 2 right there.
Yeah.
Wait, there's too much oil in Alaska. Take that back.
Yeah, Antarctica too, probably.
Oh, actually, Antarctica is seriously escalating. Like,
Yeah, because there's people like we're going to get to that. We'll get to that. Here's another thing. If you heard, churches can now recommend presidential candidates while still being able to be tax-free organizations, which is crazy. Before the Johnson Act, it didn't allow that. But this is a new dawn, the Trump era. So now you're a pastor who is likely a recovering alcoholic and former criminal who can tell your congregation who to vote for. Cool. What do you guys think about this? Does your pastor tell you who to vote for?
It's more about their ability
In some
for
places.
churches to actually donate as part of the political process is what it's more all about. And again, not being taxed on it.
I think soon, Corona, in a little bit.
Can you take a guess real quick of what I'm doing?
You want me to guess what you're doing? Yeah. I don't know. Shuffling football cards around?
No. What team am I playing with in?
Oh, you're playing with the University of Delaware Blue Hens right now.
Yes, and I went 6-7 last year in the first.
You know what's funny? Actually, this morning, or I should say afternoon, we went out to go get lunch.
Kansas.
And sure as shit, right outside the door, there's someone with a Delaware Blue Hen alumni sticker on.
Oh man, I don't want people to know. I'm ashamed. No, I'm just kidding.
Crazy juice. It's a possibility.
Yeah, man. I think it's a little. It might be, because they pretend to be stupid. It's kind of their Republicans. I think pretend to be stupid, but I think they're very smart when they're executing fucking things and getting things done. So it's hard to.
When they're doing it correctly.
Yeah, it's hard.
What if he was going to sell those 5 to
California's gone.
It's going to be California, Oregon, Alaska, Hawaii, and one other one up there. Those 5 get sold to Canada.
There's Massachusetts. There's New Jersey. There's a lot of states.
No, all those 5 are all right on one side, man. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean,
Alaska. There's nothing. I'm telling you, there is nothing in New Jersey.
Yeah,
I mean, get enjoyment out of.
That's Papa J. That's just my opinion. Like, I feel like pastors and like these people who open up their own churches, they're usually like recovering alcoholics or like ex-cons that are now pastors, and they found Jesus. And remember, Jesus.
My hometown has one that's getting investigated by the FBI for killing his wife.
Yeah, I think didn't you say that Didn't you say that to us already, or you just?
Yeah, I've talked about it a little bit. It's an absolutely wild story, like where he threatened and like fucking stalked her for forever. She basically then came out how she was groomed at a young age from the church, and then the father, like of the pastor, also the previous pastor, also had all these allegations and charges, and I think is in jail. And then this lady mysteriously ended up in a forest with a bullet wound to the back of the head, and they're like she killed herself. And despite like her saying like getting restraining orders, multiple 911 calls saying someone's been following her, like slashing her tires and shit, like and the pastor's new wife that he just married, her husband mysteriously died around the same time as well when they were seen together at the beach together cheating. So he was cheating on the other wife, and then they like probably killed each other's spouses, and they
sound like great people.
The same police department that's responsible for that investigation is the one they're looking to dissolve because they killed a dude, and the sheriff was literally holding up a piece of paper when they found the body camera saying act like victims, cameras, to the guys. So the sheriff let his 2 buddies kill somebody, and then like the sister of the guy that got killed had to fight for 2 years for the body camera footage. And then the moment we saw it, we're like, holy shit, what a cover up. Like,
I've seen way too many movies.
There'll be a Netflix documentary. I'll put money on it in a few years.
I mean, that
really do sound like great people.
Welcome to the South, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. No, it's just a coincidence. It's okay.
But there are great pastors. There are some good ones out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very.
I have a handwritten letter from a Baptist minister from Columbia.
Columbia,
the capital of South Carolina.
Yeah, not the country.
Okay, you got to specify. There's so many Columbias.
That's true. There's a lot. All right, let's change directions here. Elon Musk is starting a new political party, which is insane. But when he did this, Tesla lost $68 billion in value. And I believe one of his main guys just quit. Also, I don't know if you heard this. The Air Force and Elon Musk's company Yeah, and the Air Force and Elon Musk's company SpaceX were working on something together, but it looks like that's not happening anymore. Have you guys heard this?
Yes.
Crazy
No.
stuff.
I will go first.
The man is being kind of phased out. Spongy, you heard this, right? Because you follow the news very closely.
I heard the first part, not the second part.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. That's
The
good.
only important part about it.
I tweeted out at Elon Musk 24 hours before he started all those posts about the American Party, basically calling his bullshit, basically talking about how, oh, you said you was going to get everybody unelected, like calling his bullshit. I peg he can't be the leader of the party. I peg that he's going to. I don't know if Mark Cuban can, but I think.
Remember didn't a couple of people try that? The Asian guy, Yang, and Pete Buttigieg, wasn't it both of them?
What's her name? The Green Party, Tea Party, whatever her name was.
Shit. I forgot her name. It wasn't
exactly
Buttigieg.
what I'm talking about.
Damn it, you're right.
But the thing is, it's a rigged system, and only one person's ever
What
done it in
isn't
history.
rigged?
That's true. What isn't rigged? What a great
And
question.
so the reason it's rigged too is because for any other party to get any type of invites to the debates, any guaranteed national coverage, anything of that thing that is overseen by the election committee, which, by the way, there are so many multiple vacancies on the election committee, is technically non-functioning right now. So no one's enforcing election rules at this moment. So you have to secure a certain percent of votes in the general election to secure anything resource-wise for your
Isn't it like
party
10%
in the next
or
election.
something like 10% or 20% or something like
You got to honestly get to really get it, you have to get multiple years of high numbers, and it's basically impossible. And it's why every year you hear the Democrats, the Republicans, no, we can't, we got to all pull together. We all got to get behind this. It's that from both sides, fear mongering prevents the creation of any true third party.
Oh, yeah, Jill Stein.
And so Mark Cuban's going to lead the American Party for Trump. For Elon, even though his AI got shut down for being a Nazi.
Yeah, Mark Cuban's been a little shady lately.
Yeah, and they're getting buddy apparently about the budget and deficits and stuff like that. The last part with the Starlink and the Air Force, recently as well, they found that everything Doge did when they went in and they opened up these systems, they left it completely vulnerable to hacks. We now know through the logs that immediately after they opened up these networks to the open internet like they never should have, Russian IPs were in these systems immediately afterwards. The Department of Defense has canceled anything and everything related to Starlink because basically, verbatim, the words of the Department of Defense, it became a direct go-to to Russian intelligence, anything going through it. And of course, we were sending shit left and right. He ran an unsecured line 50 miles off to an office where, again, anyone could drive up to that line and plug into that line, and they were sending shit nonstop through this fucking line. It is.
Wow.
Sorry. Yeah, it's so infuriating.
Understood.
From an intelligence level,
David, can you send Corona the link for me?
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah. Gonna bring him on after you heard. I don't know if he's gonna still be there.
Yeah, David's good at sending that stuff. Levi, on the other hand, no.
Stevo's
I mean, it normally sends the other week I sent it to you, but for some reason this link wouldn't actually copy. It was trying to copy the image into Gmail is what it was.
That's all we got to do.
All right, guys, I don't know. Let's move on here. I'm not sure if you heard, more and more criminals are impersonating ICE agents, assaulting women, and targeting schools. Spongy, have you been assaulted at your school by an ICE agent yet?
Not yet, but definitely that's in
maybe
future
if you
plans.
wore some sunglasses and a bandana, and maybe like
I had a flag on me.
Try and look Puerto Rican. If you can look Puerto Rican, see if you can get detained by ICE.
Okay, yeah.
And then, because I think you can get away with it, Sponge. I think you can do it.
Yeah,
right.
I might need.
And
to,
then you can
change
sue
up the skin a little bit, but
then you can sue.
No, dude. You just say no habla English, but you gotta say it in
you gotta sell it.
No habla English.
I sure.
They'll be looking at you like, huh? We'll start talking to you and be like, in Spanish, you'd be like, no habla español.
Steve was removed. Breaking
He
news.
goes to a private school. They ain't showing up at his school.
Guys, breaking news.
They did.
Oh, that's right. They did.
Some breaking news. Steve was removed
took your
from
teachers?
a show. Was he removed? Steve, were you removed from the show, or were you just hollered at?
I mean, holla at you. Holla, holla, holla,
Holla, holla, holla, holla, holla.
Holla.
There you go. Pretend you're Canadian. That'll do it.
That's what you do when you go abroad. They're like, "Are you American?" No.
No, I'm not.
Canadian.
Yeah, don't tell people you're American. You'll get like robbed.
Damn near.
People are pissed right now, Americans. I'm not sure why. Let's see. Not surprised. I'm pretty sure the majority of these ICE agents
Oh, yeah, I
are
forgot
criminals.
about that 50% copper tariff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
even the real ones.
Apparently, an hour ago, he just announced blanket 20% tariffs on almost everybody.
They're not supposed to start for 2 weeks though, because that's his not like 2 weeks. Everything is 2 weeks or something.
Oh, so even
We'll
the
see.
big beautiful one.
The big beautiful bill, yeah. All right, anyone hear about North Korean hackers and operatives applying for and getting many American jobs over the computer?
I'm not shocked.
They're stealing jobs from Americans. They took our jobs.
Oh no!
What
They're
the
able to make
hell?
way
Our
more
job.
money, and they're getting creative in their ways to
They
generate
took our
revenue.
jobs.
No, I'm gonna cry.
There's a little David Corona there at the bottom, everyone. What's up, David?
Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Pretty good. We're talking about some news of the week. There's too much. We had to cut it. It's only so much time. Yeah, so North Koreans are stealing jobs, man, but they're doing it online, and they're using ChatGPT to do it too. Here's another thing. I don't know if you heard, but Marco Rubio was impersonated using AI, and this person was calling high-level officials in the government. I mean, are we cooked? Nobody knows what's going on anymore. What's real?
Remember that in this bill, they regulated that no state can implement any law regulating AI for the next 10 years.
Call your damn congressman. Complaints. Just call. Light up the switchboard right now, everyone. Call and start yelling. Blame Gavin Newsom. Blame Obama. Blame Biden. Just do something.
Heck yeah.
What's really awkward is my Jewish friend that was in the Israeli military was just a week or two ago praising Grok AI and talking about how it was the best AI out there. And I'm like,
Right in the beginning, everything seems
staring
great.
at him in the eye now. Like,
Everything seems great at first, right? Here's another
What's up,
thing.
Levi? What's up, McNina? How you guys doing?
What up, what up?
Young Sponge, what happened? Now he's tiny. Now you're Young Sponge and you're little Young Sponge
Yeah,
at the bottom.
that works.
You like it? Under Darvis's balls there? You like that?
Yeah, I think that works.
You like it down there?
Wow.
All right.
Oh, that's what's going on. He's got a Prince Albert with the chain and the heart's
Jarvis,
off. Okay, I
Jarvis,
get it now.
Jarvis spent some time at the hospital, and we took a picture of him, and he was wearing the robe, and that's what we got. He had truck nuts on, so yeah. So I don't know if you heard this. The American Academy of Pediatrics is suing Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. over his changes to vaccines. Dr. Susan Cresley, the group's president, said they were compelled to act because his actions really crossed the line. That's a polite way to say it. What do you guys think about RFK and his changing vaccines that we've been figuring out for the last 50 years?
I
He's changing them. Oh no.
They took
Oh, no.
our
just feel
jobs.
like I have always too much to say. So in this lawsuit, I applaud it. Them and all the people that are joining in the class action lawsuit. It's because in the lawsuit, the judicial system is one of the few guardrails that is left, because when you go to court, it's all about facts basically, and that's why Trump lost almost, I think, literally every single lawsuit about the fraud in court. And in literally verbatim his words, his lawyer said this is not a fraud case.
This is not a fraud.
I love, I think it was not Stephen Colbert. I think Jon Stewart did the little play on that recently, where he's like, what's funny is what they say in public is 180 from what they talk about in court. And because that's out there, the president exempt, and even while campaigning, from anything and everything he says, they ruled out, not actually for him, but a long time ago, that anything a presidential candidate says while during election processes is 100% fucking whatever. They could go out there and say whatever the fuck they want to say. It's covered as free
Yeah.
speech.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah.
So we're cooked.
Yeah.
And they took our jobs. Here's another thing. Bill Nye, the science guy, was on CNN talking about recent flooding. He talked about how 3 one-in-a-lifetime rain events happened in 1 week in Texas. This shit is bad. Okay, I know the first time that Trump was the president, he kind of got rid of a lot of the climate shit that we were trying to fix, and we think that kind of messed things up. What do you guys think? Bill Nye, the science guy's pissed off.
I think where there's rain, there's going to be flooding.
When it rains, it pours.
Especially when you're not prepared for it.
Well, and you're also talking about it was a dry climate. You see, here in Utah, we're a dry climate, right? So if all of a sudden we get dumped on, there is going to be flooding in southern Utah because our ground is parched. And when the ground's parched, it doesn't absorb the water.
Right, it just skips right along the top of it.
You know what's funny, David? Zion National, which is in Utah where David's at. It's a beautiful fucking park. When I went, I shouldn't say, we went before we left Colorado. We went, and then the very next week they had flash floods that literally took out fucking everything. And just like he's saying, that mud starts coming down, and there ain't no swimming in that shit.
Nope. No, there's not.
Did you ever see the slot canyons?
No.
I think maybe, I'm not sure. I saw Overlook Pass.
Let's talk about dangerous, okay? If there's a rainstorm 80 miles uphill from those slot canyons, you do not want to be in them.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to be in them anyway.
I mean, so are we referencing Florida? I mean, not Florida, Texas, and they did, or just the general rain itself? Because I've got so many bones to pick with everything that's handled with this flood. We're
gonna get to a lot of the stuff we've been bringing up on the side.
Wait, you want to pick bones, Levi?
I mean, you do it in science class.
Hey, Papa J, we are gonna get to that. Actually, we're gonna talk about why they didn't see that coming. One last thing for you heard. Don't know if you heard, but July 9th was one of the shortest days in recorded history because the Earth rotated faster, making it 1.3 milliseconds shorter than the average day. Let me explain. Typically, there are 24 hours in a day, 86,400 seconds. But July 9th, July 22nd, and August 5th, we will be 1 millisecond shorter. This all has to do with the moon, the sun, and the crazy weather we're having. For example, the 2011 earthquake in Japan sped up the Earth's rotation. When icebergs melt, that's another example of speeding up Earth's rotation. This is obviously more complicated, but we don't have time for all that. This is not a science show. Levi, do you want to elaborate on that a little bit? Do you know anything about that shit?
People treat Earth like it's some mystical object, dude, and it's literally it's a fucking chunk of magma with a core that's moving, that moves the mantle, and kind of like Kenny's saying, everything affects it, and we're tilted, I think, at 18 degrees, somewhere around there, which half people, it's trying to explain how fucking orbits work breaks people's fucking brains half the time. And even I honestly half the time struggle with it.
And you know what's crazy? Only 7-8 years ago, the Earth's axis actually moved a little bit, which is why some of the weather has changed. For example, why it's a little crazier on the East Coast now. And in the Northwest, it's a little less crazy.
And the same argument, I'm going to give you one of my own personal conspiracy theories. They always joke California is always going to drop off. I mean, no fucking duh. You took a ton of mass from one point of the Earth, moved it to a very small concentrated point of the Earth, and then intensified the density of said materials. There's not fucking tungsten. Tungsten's a bad example. That actually is naturally existing. But, alloys where we melt multiple things like copper and tend together to make steel or whatever the fuck, We do so much synthesis, create high density things, pack them into one area. No one thinks that's I hate to say this, California. Where is all the fucking buildings, all the cities in California? Most of them are on the coast. You don't think that affects the fucking fault line?
No. Yeah.
Sorry.
I love the Earth too.
We love the Earth.
We love the Earth.
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Sorry.
He was a great captain, by the way.
I am the captain now.
I am the captain now. All right, guys. Well, that was your herd. We'll have a new one next time.
Not herd.
Appreciate everyone for sticking around. If you just tuned in, this is Kenny Lives Matter with David Corona, Live Spong Ha, Young Sponge. We got Levi here representing the East Coast to the Southeast, and we got David McNiner representing the Northwest, Corona in the Southwest, and I don't think there's anyone in the Northeast right now. Nobody special, at least. Hey, Spongy, you're in the Northeast. How could I forget? We got all four corners of the earth, of the United States covered. That's what we do here on Kenny Lives Matter.
Absolutely.
I've lived in Arkansas and Colorado. I can take the Central.
Yeah, this guy's got it. We got a lot going on here. Right now, it's real or fake headlines time. Are you guys ready for real or fake headlines?
No.
All right. That's okay. You'll get ready. First one. Are you ready to hear him? Here we go. ER doctor excitedly tells his wife he got to use shock paddle thingies at the hospital. Real or fake headline? ER doctor.
This is real.
All right, hold on. ER doctor excitedly tells his wife he got to use the shock paddle thingies at the hospital. True or false, guys? What do you think?
I'm gonna say true. But the shock paddle thingies.
What in the Chat GPT educated doctor is that?
Hey, listen. Well, hey, exactly a great point to bring up. It's not. Listen, you can pass the medical bar. I mean, the MCATs. I think it is the MCATs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. Listen, some people are just really good at taking tests, and you just never know what's going on.
Or they just
You can
use
get just about any degree you want off the internet these days.
That's
you
right.
Got to take classes.
You could just buy one. Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go to NSHU. What is it? Northern New Hampshire University or something.
Guys, let's just make our own college like they did in that movie.
Southern SNHU. Southern.
Yes, Southern New Hampshire University. That's where I'm going to be graduating for my doctor's.
That's what my teacher did.
Yeah, there you go. That's why.
Well,
so Spongy's teacher
you.
Didn't actually go to a single class, and now she works in one. So that's definitely interesting.
In Florida, you don't have to have a college degree to be a teacher.
Oh, we know. We know.
It reflects.
Well,
It
now we
very
know.
much.
Now we got to the root of the problem. I think.
I know we can't we got to build a wall around floors. That's the problem.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that was fake. I'm sorry, that was fake. But you know what? It's just such a crazy time.
That would end in a malpractice lawsuit. That got out.
All right, here's the next one. Fox hosts push theory that the Democrats want to ban cursive writing to prevent kids from reading the Constitution. Fox hosts push theory that the Democrats want to ban cursive writing to prevent kids from reading the Constitution. True or false?
I'm going to say true, considering today they tried to say that Joe Biden destroyed the list, and that's why they don't have it, despite
Of course, it was Joe Biden, or it was Hillary Clinton, or it was Obama, or it was James Comey did it.
No. His name is Obama. Remember
Obama. Okay. I'll remember. So what do you guys think? Fox hosts push theory that the Democrats want to ban cursive writing to prevent kids from reading the Constitution.
You know what? It wouldn't.
No. I honestly think this is hilarious, but I'm going to say false.
Okay. What do you guys think?
It's Fox. I'm going to say true.
All right.
They got to talk about something else.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They already talked about Waffle House lowering its egg surcharge, so they got to do something. Crazy Juice and Papa J say that's false. Unfortunately, guys, it's true. Fox hosts push theory that the Democrats want to ban cursive writing to prevent kids from reading the Constitution. I don't think kids really interested in reading the Constitution. Maybe like in college, but the average young kid doesn't really want to do that.
Well, we know the president doesn't know what the Declaration is.
I mean,
He doesn't know that he can't dodge stuff.
Can we just add a civics test for Congress and everything?
No, we would lose everything.
And they gotta fucking do it like in person, like a high school student.
We would lose legitimately everything.
Yeah. Well, Okay, now before we institute that, do we actually need Congress? Because I don't think there's going to be anybody left.
Well, they're not helping us now, so.
All legislation is just by
like,
AI.
Yeah, just let AI take over. Why fight it anymore?
Skynet.
Right,
I mean, they literally got commissioned as lieutenant colonels in the military.
Yeah. Hey, Corona, what do you think about this headline in the newspaper? Is it real or false? Ready? A man accused of killing his lawyer receives a new attorney. True or false?
False.
All right. What do you guys think? And
True.
a man accused of killing his lawyer receives a new attorney.
Dude, that can be real.
You have
I'm
the
gonna
right
say
to
true.
an attorney.
Yeah,
If you
you're
cannot
probably
afford
right.
one, one shall be appointed to you.
Let's see. Papa J says it's true.
It's true. It's good. It's like now he's got to
Allegedly.
get an attorney for
Yeah,
killing his
I
attorney.
think it's true. I think it's true.
Yeah, I think it's true too. It is. It's true. A man accused of killing his own lawyer receives a new one. Because that's the law. Welcome to America, everyone.
This
So
is
good
America.
job, folks. This is America. Great song.
All right.
All right, here's the next one.
Because it's true.
Don't catch you slipping up.
Don't catch you slipping. All right, breathing oxygen linked to staying alive. True or false?
Wow.
Breathing
Oh.
oxygen
Wow.
linked to staying alive.
Dihydromonoxide will kill you.
I don't know, bro. Like, I'm gonna say true, but
Okay.
you know, the whole breathing thing. You know, you kind
You know what? This
All
is
right, guys.
probably
This
one of
is
them,
all. This is big oxygen, man. This is just big oxygen wants you to keep breathing, man, and not go diving in the ocean, not breathing. Me, you know what I'm saying? With the
That's right.
mermaids and like.
You don't want to put the oxygen people out of work, so you got to breathe. Breathing
No, this is
oxygen
probably-
linked to staying alive. True or false? And
I say
true
true.
for Crazy Juice. True for Corona.
course
True
it's
for
true.
Papa
Hey.
J. Does everyone say it's true? We got a
I'm
clean
gonna say
sweep.
true. I feel like this
I
is
mean,
one of them
I want to challenge
ones
the
that you see on
question.
like a fake website.
It's either
our-
it's either
all
a
right.
clean it's either a clean sweep or it's gonna be the poo sound.
I'm going to give
I
you
think-
true, but I'm going to give you a counter argument.
So
Is-
Papa J says false because he doesn't breathe oxygen. He only breathes carbon dioxide.
And that's what I was
from his
about to say.
weed.
So, are there more plants or more
All
humans on the
right.
earth?
That's
Are there more plants or are there more humans on the earth? And
Oh,
plants do not
shit.
absorb oxygen. So, and there must be more carbon to produce enough oxygen for us. So, you know,
Well, if
I'm
you
that guy
don't
at trivia.
know, if you don't know, now you know. It's true.
If you
Breathing
don't know, now
oxygen
you
is
know.
linked to staying alive. That's a real headline. Someone wrote that, and they were probably promptly fired after that.
that was an
article.
AI article.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
probably
it was.
believable
That
as well.
was what I was thinking when I first heard it.
Yeah,
Papa J
All
says
right.
false. He breathes weed.
yeah, he breathes weed.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
We
That's
should put Papa J in the weed bong so we could get that smoke in. So
Oh yes, I love her like pussy mom weed.
It's the
Whoa,
germs.
Levi, this is a family-friendly show.
Oh yes, I love her like.
Well, we try. All right, fifth
It
one
doesn't
here.
work.
Real or fake headlines on Kenny Lives Matters. A man inserts Q-tip too deep and accidentally resets himself back to factory settings.
Wow,
A
that's
man-
good, buddy.
A man,
Oh my-
hey, you never know, folks. You never know. A man inserts Q-tip
Now-
too deep and accidentally
Too
resets
deep
himself
in
back.
the
Am I a fucking
hold on a
bot?
second. Are
Am
you
I a
getting this-
Terminator? Shit, hold on.
Are you getting these from the tabloids? If you got this
No.
from the tabloids, this could be an actual.
I mean, it
headline.
could
Kenny's
have
just
been.
checking out at like his local grocery store, and you know those
Yeah,
crazy magazines.
The
like-
National Enquirer. Yeah. What do you guys
Bigfoot's
Where
think?
though,
real.
Kenny?
I had lunch
What?
with Bigfoot last week.
What's the
I say
final
true.
verdict? All right, Corona's
Okay.
saying true.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna say true.
All right.
I'm gonna say true, and if this is true, I know Kenny had a great time finding this article.
False.
No, it's
False.
false, guys. It's false, but it's
Aw.
funny. It's funny as hell,
Right?
though, because
Was that
I,
AI that came up with that?
So a Q-tip couldn't reach your brain to kill you.
you know what's funny? I just saw a movie. I always watch horror movies. Whenever there's a new one, I watch it. I just saw a movie called Companion, and it's about an AI like love robot. And so behind her ear, if you put your thumb there for a little while, she resets back to factory settings. So it's not too far off. We're almost there. Yeah. I mean, You never know, man.
No,
I wouldn't
people
put it.
actually be able to get girlfriends. Whoa!
It's just crazy these days. So
They already
you never
showed,
know.
man. Men would.
All right, so it
move
was
AI
false.
women
A
like-
man did not insert a Q-tip too deep and accidentally send himself to
Well,
factory
somebody
settings.
probably has.
But they will soon. I'm sure it'll happen
Yes,
soon.
yes.
All right,
Did
next
Bill
one.
Gates' wife leave him?
All right, here we go. Next one. ICE agents hurl pregnant immigrant over the Mexican border in order to prevent birth on U.S. soil. So they shot putter over the wall. ICE agents hurl pregnant immigrant over the Mexican border in order to prevent birth on U.S. soil. True or false?
This is probably true.
They picked her up by the legs and the arms and they threw her over.
No, they
I have to say, didn't the anchor baby law get bypassed not long ago?
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna
So
talk about it.
I'm gonna say false.
Okay, false.
Well, you don't know when this article was from.
You're right. You don't.
I say down too.
Okay, false. Everybody's false. I think it's a clean sweep false on this
No,
one
I
as well.
said true.
Oh, so Spongy
No.
said true.
Yeah, Spongy said true.
Spongy can picture it in his head, so I think that's why he believes it. And I can picture it too, but it's false, everyone. I'm sorry, it's false. I know we want to believe it's true, but I mean, there was if there was a mattress on the other side, maybe.
I hate to tell you, I know what they would do. Like one of the 8 questions on the Border Patrol actual interview process basically asks if you watch them in a river and you watch them start drowning. All right, as a human, can you sit there and watch them?
It depends on the human.
And as you can probably guess, for Border Patrol, there's only one correct answer for that. So the real answer is they would let her have birth, but they would also let her probably move on as well in that desert.
Yeah, I mean, there's no proof that it was born there. It's only the word of her against those border agents.
Who everyone else and everyone that's about to get deported.
So there you go. You never know. So that's false, but I think most of us knew that. All right, here's the next one. 4 million dead in bloodiest Black Friday weekend on record.
Seriously.
4 million dead in the bloodiest Black Friday weekend. Remember, the whole weekend, though. The whole weekend. It's not just one day.
Now, hold on a second. Most of the people just hop on the internet and do their shopping that way these days. I'm going to say false.
Cyber Monday.
All right, yeah, there you go. Okay, a false. What do you think, Corona? 4 million die in the bloodiest Black Friday weekend on record.
Are we talking about bubonic Black Plague Friday?
No, this is a shopping. It's just a shopping day.
Back in the olden days, I mean, that Black Friday was a little rough.
Spongy, you're true or false? What do you say?
I feel like I've seen this somewhere.
Oh,
but
okay.
I am in fact gonna say false. I'm not going to risk it. Yeah. But I feel like I've seen this somewhere.
4 million, man. They were eating the cats and dogs to stay alive.
Yeah,
they were eating the cats. They were eating the capybaras.
I watched someone yo-yo someone to death.
4 million.
I watched someone take a Kirby and just stuff it down another lady's throat.
Okay, so you have to understand, a lot of these are hard. It's hard to find fake headlines, so I have to tweak sometimes real headlines in order to make them fake. So just so you understand, that might give you guys a little hint. It is false. You're right, Crazy Juice. It was false. 4 million people did not die on Black Friday weekend. It didn't happen. Here's an interesting one, though, guys. Are you ready? This one's good. This one's good. Cougars improved to 0-3. Cougars improved to 0-3.
David, we're gonna need your input on this one.
Now, hold on a second.
This is it sounds like a high school team, maybe. Is it improves to 0-3? That's the headline.
Improves
said 3,
0-3.
Yes, that's the headline.
True.
Improves. Now,
got a true. One true.
I'm going to say false at this point, but...
Okay. Spongy, what you got?
I think this is false. I think you tweaked it. I think it was meant to say improve to 3-0 because I heard you slip up there.
Don't catch me slipping up. But that's what I said I do, but it doesn't mean I do it for all of them. So you're a false. David's a false right now. For now, he's a false, he said.
I got a false.
There you go. Papa J's ex-wife is a cougar, and she's 0-10. All right, Papa J's a false. I mean, Papa J's a false.
Damn, 10 failed marriages.
Crazy Juice is a false.
Levi, why did you just immediately jump to that?
All right, guys. Well, guess what? It's true. Real headline. Cougars improved to 0-3.
Let's go. I'm completely
No. Can you
every single one right so far. What's up?
Can you just tell me real quick?
Now, did they get to 0-3 backwards?
No, they're just not a very good journalist. Like it's just bad writing. Is all. It was a
Was
real
it a
headline.
high schooler who wrote it?
Maybe it's a true fan and he's pissed.
Yeah.
So he says improves to 0-3.
That's where they
what?
were copying the article from last year's, and they were just like,
yeah.
I think
I'm
it's
fucking
from
watch this bad team.
I think it's from Sean's high school in 1987. He
must be
wrote
from
that.
my fucking
I think
high
he may have
school, dude.
written that article.
My team was so bad in high school, so bad.
So the Cougars, maybe they lost really badly in the first two games, and then in the third game they only lost by a field goal or something like that. I'm thinking maybe that's still it's absurd, but Cabbage Patch Kid Christmas. All right, what's Steve-O got to say here? No, we didn't, but we'll do that, Steve-O. We'll do that. We'll do that on a future show. All right, here's the 9th and the second to last real or fake headline. Okay, last real or fake headline. Second to last. I'm sorry. Father uses his Camaro to pull out his son's tooth. David, you go first. What do you think? Father uses his Camaro to pull his son's tooth out. True or false?
Father uses Camaro to what?
To pull his son's tooth out. He tied his tooth to the
I'm thinking
Camaro.
true.
And he
I'm
peeled
thinking
out.
true. I mean,
he peeled out, kicked dirt all over his kid into his mouth and everything. Just like
Oh
peeled
yeah,
out.
for sure.
All right, we got true. What do we got,
Can you
Spongy?
repeat, please?
Yes. Father uses his Camaro to pull his son's tooth out.
True.
True. It's a clean sweep, I think. Crazy Juice's laughter, I'm thinking that's a true.
Fucking Crazy Juice, man. So Crazy Juice, how you been, man?
Oh, this is a good question. That I don't know. I didn't read the second paragraph of that article. I think he was pulling away. Not. I mean, because then you're gonna knock out more than one tooth.
Are you playing like the StreamYard music right now?
No, I'm not. Maybe somebody's got some background going on.
Yeah.
No,
Papa J, what's up, Papa J? How you doing
let me
today?
leave real quick. I'll come right back. I think it's just like.
Okay. Crazy Juice thinks it may be a Hill person. What do you guys think?
Fun fact, I have a live breaking news. The wife of the Attorney General of Texas has filed for divorce against him. Basically, he's had multiple corruption charges against him in 2023.
Oh, no.
And the impeachment and everything. And so even his wife's leaving him.
Wow. Very sad when anyone gets divorced, but I understand. I understand what she's going through there. So.
Citing biblical problems with him. So again, the wife of the Attorney General of the state of Texas literally said this man's not a Christian and left him because of it.
Yeah, man. It's getting easier and easier to do this show. All right. Father calls 911. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it was true. Father used his Camaro. True? Yeah, it was true. Father uses his Camaro to pull his son's tooth. Levi's going for a 100% today. Here's the last one. 10 out of 10, Levi. Let's see if you can do it.
Come on, Levi. You have to get this one. Come on.
The pressure is on, Levi, for 10 for 10. Father calls 911 after eating daughter's pop brownies. Thinks he's having a stroke. I'll repeat that. Father calls 911 after eating daughter's pop brownies. Thinks he's having a stroke. True or false?
Yeah.
Levi, True.
This is false.
Ooh, Spongy. Going with false. Good for you. Anyone else a false? I don't think so. I think it might be everybody's true on this one. I like your
thumbnail, Kenny. That's just tight.
What's that?
I like your background. That's pretty tight.
Hell yeah! I wanted it to look like Pee-wee's Playhouse, but the bathroom in Pee-wee's Playhouse.
You always do fire thumbnail.
Thanks, man. All right, let's see. All right, so he's a
everybody's going to except Spongy.
I'm gonna give it one more time for Papa J. Papa J, father calls 911 after eating his daughter's pop brownies. Thinks he's having a stroke. True or false?
Now, how old is this guy?
That I don't get into the second paragraph of the. We just peruse headlines. I'm very busy.
Where you find these at? Like you just get it out of nowhere, or
I look
ChatGPT.
all seven. No, I don't ever use anything like that. I'm old, man. I was born in the 70s, bro. I don't use ChatGPT.
That 70s show.
I read everything still. All right, Papa J is a false, and Spongy is a false. Two falses. Well, guys, I hate to tell you, it's true. Father called 911 after eating his
heck yeah,
daughter's
10 out of 10 for Levi. Ding, 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 ding. 100.
Look at Levi. Good for you, man.
That's right, Levi.
Good job, Levi. Well done, sir. Very, very nice job for Levi.
Yeah.
Great job. All right, guys, that was what we call here on Kenny Lives Matters real or fake headlines. And now I want everyone to get ready because does anyone know what time it is? Does anybody want to guess what time it is? All right, it's
Back
too late.
to school.
It's too late. You're probably right. You're right about that. It is. It's time to go back to school, and we are going to learn some languages today.
So are we learning? Can I smell your vagina today?
Not on this show.
No.
Okay. I was just checking.
Not specifically today. Not today.
Oh, hell yeah.
Kenny, we need to learn if we can grab it.
Grab what?
What grade are you going in, Spongy? Are you going to 9th?
Yeah.
Some of them I did. Yeah, I mean, where else am I going to get it? I don't have newspapers lying around the house like some serial killer, right? I wouldn't. That'd be crazy.
Are you going to high school yet, Spongy?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he's on his way. Spongy's got his books.
After he's 9th grade, after he goes to 10th grade, it's gonna fly by.
Spongy's got his books and his pencils and his lunch packed up. He's already packed his lunch for school. It doesn't start for 2 months. He's ready though.
No.
He has his lunch in the refrigerator for the next 2 months.
I have
Wolf.
refrigerator
Funny.
as well.
I get it, Steven. You're
What's up, Steve?
talking about the JD Vance meme?
Best thing about a MILF is she sends you home with a Lunchable and a Go-Gurt.
That's good. All right, guys. So it's a language learning time. So, children, gather round, children. We're gonna learn a language. Here we go. Grab a spot on the floor. Stop talking. Don't pinch each other.
Back to school time.
Yeah, it's back to school time, everyone. Okay. It's time for language class, and today we're going to be learning the phrase "your bed or mine." Your bed or mine.
Ooh, I might be able to use this in the future.
Right, exactly. Only because your place or mine was very hard to translate because it's so it's like an American phrase sort of like. So I couldn't do your place or mine, so I did your bed or mine. And so we're going to start with in Spanish. Okay. In Spanish, your bed or mine is pronounced like it's said like this: tu cama or mia, tu cama or mia.
I'm gonna go get my charger real quick. I'll be back.
Okay. So can anybody repeat that? Spongy, can you repeat that back to me? Tu cama or la mia. Tu cama or la mia.
Tu cama or la mia.
Great job. Can anyone else say that?
I'm reading something.
Tu cama or la mia.
Levi's not paying attention. I think
Levi's looking
I'm
up.
listening, but I'm also reading.
He's looking up the phrase to make sure it's
Tu
right.
cama o la mia?
Yes, tu cama.
Does that not
o la
sound
mia.
like white as hell? I mean, sorry, folks. I'm a hillbilly. Okay.
Language. Thank you. Exactly, Crazy Juice. Okay, so Spanish. We always start with Spanish because that's I think the easiest one. So, tu cama o la mia. Corona, do you know how to say your bed or mine in Spanish? Do you speak Spanish?
Nah.
Well, just so you know, because you're in Southern California, so I know you're married, but you just never know. Tu cama o la mia.
I don't even know the bad words and all that. Like cállate, puto.
Yeah, the important
No
words.
say. You know.
No, I get it. The important stuff. I totally understand. All right.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, all right. How about in Dutch? Because I tell you what, I'm in the Netherlands a lot, and I go to these little.
Learn it.
I go to these stores where there are red lights on, and there are women in the window. It's just it's crazy. I don't know if you've ever been to the
You
Netherlands.
need to learn it in Cuban.
If I would knew Spanish back in the days, I would be.
It's so funny. It's so funny you wrote that because I was gonna incorporate that into the show somehow, but I didn't think anybody knew what the fuck I was talking about. So good stuff, Sean. All right. All right. How about in Dutch, everyone? In Dutch, not in Deutsch, in Dutch. Okay. Ding sang Ellermeen. Ding sang Ellermeen. Which is easy. Like in the Netherlands, it's her bed. It's always her bed. But you just never know. You may meet a nice girl, which is rare, but you might meet a nice girl. And so on the first date, there you go. Ding sang Ellermeen. Ding sang Ellermeen.
That sounds very white.
It is white. It's quite white. Quite white, as they say.
Quite exciting, like the exciting lights.
Red light, sweet.
The red light special.
Oh,
Papa
special.
Papa J knows what I'm talking about. He goes twice a year. He goes to the Netherlands. We're gonna get up.
Did you know you can deduct 100% of your losses when you're gambling, tax-wise?
Oh wow!
Yeah,
they'll probably do away with that soon.
Well, that's the legislation. They snuck that in the big beautiful bill where they're reducing.
You know why, right? Because they want these gambling apps and everything to succeed.
I didn't know that. If you gambling under current tax law, you can deduct 100% of your losses from any gain. So let's say you're gambling like crazy and you hit $1 million, and they're like, "All right, you got to pay $1 million on that tax." You can deduct everything you played before you won that $1 million to reduce your tax bill on that million. I didn't know that shit. That's wild.
I will say this: I've never gambled when I was in Amsterdam.
That means you could spend $1 million to hit $1 million, and then just deduct all the losses in a sense. Like,
yeah, Grand Cone in the house.
Not quite 250,000 probably. But
there he is.
I'll play the tables instead of the machine because the machine takes your money like nothing.
Yeah, you do. Everyone needs to go to the Netherlands. We should all go. We should do a live Kenny Lives Matters from a cafe in the Netherlands one day.
We should go on a road trip, all the brothers. You know what I
mean? Yeah, that would be awesome. All right, guys. Let's see. Next, the next country where we're going to learn to say your bed or mine. Let's figure out where we're going to be here. Let's check it out. Let's see. How about in German, which is different than Dutch? Just barely, but in German. We brought up German before, so dein Bett oder meins? Dein Bett oder meins? Anyone repeat that? Can anyone repeat that back? Dein Bett oder meins?
Do you want to dein Bett
oder meins?
Dein Bett oder meins. See how easy it is for David?
So funny.
My grandpa was German.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be in there. That's how you're so good at it. In fact, you've probably heard it before, and it's inside your brain. You just had to find it. And so, correct. Dein Bett oder meins. Now we've inspired Crazy Juice to go to Germany and the Netherlands. That's what this show does. It makes you expand your horizons and expand your lungs if you're watching correctly. So.
They like to drink a lot too, huh? Germany.
They love it. They love to drink.
Do not go to there and order a beer and think it's your normal beer. Like,
no, I know it's going to be like enormous.
Well, it's not just
enormous and at room temperature.
Yeah, you're going to need a good
alcohol content as well.
They even drink beer before breakfast.
I think
the
like beer.
14-year-olds can shit over there or something.
Yeah.
Well, while they're eating breakfast.
Oh. Yeah, no beer in the morning. Right. You mix it in with your eggs. It's all
brats and beer, boys. Brats and beer.
Hell yeah, exactly right. So John Jay must be busy today. I know he's doing a lot of stuff. He's very busy. He's working a lot. He's bringing in that paper. He's making mad paper right now, John Jay. So he's working. But I did it in Filipino language, which isn't Filipino. He told me it's Tagalog. I believe it's called Tagalog. And so in Tagalog, which is what Filipinos speak, in Tagalog, it's ang yung kama o ang akin. Ang yung kama o ang akin.
I'm not even going to try.
That one's tough. That one's tough.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I think you're right. Thanks for popping in, by the way, Grant. We love you. Everyone here loves you. So in Tagalog, it's Anyong, comma, or Ang Akin, which makes sense because they're like a little Asian and a little Spanish. And so I see the comma in there. And if you remember, in Spanish, it was tu cama or la
I think
mía.
we got Spongy backstage.
Oh, my bad, Sponge. There you go. I got a lot going on today. I'm
It's
hitting lots
okay.
of buttons. Spongy,
Yeah.
do you know any Filipino kids in your school? Because I went to school with mad Filipino kids.
No, actually, no.
No, you don't know any Filipino kids? Damn, bro, that's a racist school, bro. I'm gonna report you guys for not having represented for Filipinos.
Yeah, just call ICE.
No, they don't.
Ice,
just,
ice, baby. Ice, baby.
Ice, baby.
So in Tagalog, Ang
Tagalog?
Iyong, comma, or Ang Akin. So next time you're in the Philippines and you're chilling there, you can ask a girl or boy, whatever you like. I'm not gonna make fun of you for it.
The lady from church, she's from the Philippines.
Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful women in the Philippines.
Oh,
I know.
There, Kenny. Have you been there?
I've never been to the Philippines, but I have
Then
clients.
how do you know?
I have clients who've been to the Philippines, and they sent me pictures of these girls, and they all wanted to marry me, and I was like, "No, I'm good."
Ooh, Kenny.
Yeah, like you probably had like bunch of wives.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, foreign women love me. They love the color of my olive skin. All right, so in Tagalog, it was
Have they seen
Anyong,
David
comma,
yet?
Ong, Angakin. They love David. David makes mad paper, too. They know when a man makes paper. And so that's always attractive to
But
some
you
ladies.
don't, though, so how?
I already made all my paper, baby. I made all my paper. I've just
From
retired.
them.
I'm retired right now. No, I didn't use any women to. Young girls and young boys, yes, but no women. But that's
Okay. So,
yeah.
do you run like the Temu factories?
No. I run a very different. We'll call it waste management. Is what I'm
Like
involved in.
a Ponzi scheme kind of?
No. But let's get back to class. Spongy, don't make me give you a U today in class for unsatisfactory behavior. Okay.
No, that's just a red card.
You don't want to go to the principal office.
I'm gonna give you an I for incomplete, Spongy, if you don't pay attention.
Who's the principal?
David's the principal, David Corona.
Then why is he participating
Oh,
in class?
I was gonna say.
David McNiner is the dean of students. So when you need to discipline somebody, I send them to David, and he takes care of it. Especially a lot of the girls, they request David. So.
Oh,
Right,
heck
so
yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Right? Sledgehammer.
That was an axe.
Oh, nice.
That's
Everyone
a
should
hatchet
have
of
an
freedom, good sir. He's the patriot, just like the movie.
Listen,
I
sometimes
was
you
just
gotta go
doing
through
some
a
tree
wall.
trimming earlier. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go through
Oh,
a wall.
what do you mean by that?
Dude, I enjoy log splitting, legitimately.
Yeah, it's a great workout.
It's, I don't know, man. There's something about it.
Something about it.
Oh, man.
Something about like just sitting in front of a fire. It's just deep down.
The
satisfying.
views of the chat are not the views of the panel. Just want to let
Who's
you
this
guys know.
Eagles fan? How do you know I'm an Eagles fan?
Uh-oh. Well, because you kind of sound
I
like
mean,
one.
you have an Eagles
Oh.
player in your picture.
Spongy,
I don't
come
know if
on.
You can see it. I'm so tiny.
He said, "Who's this Eagle?" He said, "Who's this Eagle fan?"
But I can zoom
Hey,
in, you know.
Hey,
Sponge.
this is supposedly Grant Cohn, so he's probably got it on his big screen.
He's watching it on
Oh,
a big
yeah.
screen, yeah, of course. Or on his
Ooh,
phone.
Yeah. Okay, Papa.
could be watching it on
Okay,
his
Papa
phone.
J. Okay.
All right, guys. So back to language time. You kids are being very, very excitable today. So let's get back to class. All right. In French, don lit or le mien. Don lit or le mien. So it's in French.
Sounds like filet mignon.
It could be. It's a good way to associate it so you can remember. But don lit ou le mien. Don lit ou le mien. See how the mien? That's very French right there. If you just get the last part right, they'll know what you're talking about. And then you'll probably get slapped in the face.
Okay.
And then her husband or boyfriend will probably lay you out too, because French people are very angry. They smoke a lot of cigarettes
just
and
like
they're
New
always
Jerseyans.
hungry. I don't know many French people in New Jersey, but I did date a French girl in New Jersey. She was fantastic. Let's see. What do you? I don't know. That's a question for Sponge. Is Spongy's best friend Carcat?
No, I think he's saying that's who's in the chat.
Oh, well, that would be cool. All right. In Latin, everyone. So in French, it was Don lit ou le mion. Don lit ou le mion. Very simple. All right, and now we'll go to Latin, the dead language. So if you ever go back into the past, like the 1500s, I think, or something like that, if you ever go back in time, which happens, you just never know when you're going to walk into a wormhole. You'll be ready because you'll know Latin. And when you see a fair maiden, you can ask her, Lectus tuus on meus. Lectus tuus on meus. And that's your better mind. Your better mind. And she'll have a chamber. She'll have a chamber, and she'll probably have a chambermaid, which will join you if you want, because girls got down like that in medieval times from the movies that I watch on VHS. That's what I always notice. So in Latin, your better mind is lectus tuus on meus, which sounds Latin. So, I mean, I'm not lying. They're still mad about the French Revolution. Yeah, I would be too. All right, and finally in Italian, we have any Italians in the audience today? Any Italians? Any eye ties? Any eye ties? Speak up. No eye ties in the audience. Okay. Well, in Italian, it's il tuo letto o il mio. Il tuo letto o il mio. That's how you say your bed or mine in Italian, which I would think would sound closer to Latin and Spanish, but it just, I guess it kind of sounds like the Spanish one. But, well, everyone, that's it for language learning time. It was fun. It was fun. Do you want to say something, Dave?
I think we need to get Levi a treadmill desk.
A treadmill desk, yeah. He's lost interest very quickly. All right,
I'm
guys.
just here to hang out.
Language learning time was
So sad.
fantastic. Well done, everyone.
Kenny, I hated it.
Well, it's okay. You're young. You're not supposed to like school. But school will be more important to you when you get older because you won't be there anymore, and you'll wish you were in school instead of working. So
Yeah, you'll be working and you'd be like, damn it, I wish I was back in school.
damn,
Damn,
wish
I
was
actually
still
got to
in
hang
school.
out with my friends and not pay bills.
It was amazing. Yeah, I don't know why I ever left. Now I know why some of those kids just continuously fail classes and go back to high school over and over again. I get it now. I get it. And I always thought they were stupid. Yeah.
Well, people are graduating.
Stupid but wise. Stupid but
Without,
wise.
remember, people are graduating without knowing how to read or write.
They are, and they're suing for it.
Yeah.
So here we go, everyone. It's news. Unfortunately, we have
Stupid but wise.
some serious news today, but I kept it very light. So here we are in serious news. We got breaking serious news. Supposedly, a federal judge today blocked the Trump administration from enforcing an executive order aimed at ending birthright citizenship, which we thought was in the bag for Trump. We thought he thought he had to hit a home run on that one, but a New
Shout
Hampshire
out to that judge.
Yeah, a New Hampshire judge, actually.
Ooh.
New Hampshire. We were just talking about Southern New Hampshire. Big ups to New Hampshire. A New Hampshire judge, Joseph LaPlante, or LaPlante. I don't know, because he's definitely French if you're in New Hampshire.
Remember the name, because he might not be here for much longer.
Right, he'll go missing or get poisoned soon. But we'll save that. We'll save that for the next show. A New Hampshire judge, Joseph LaPlante, issued a preliminary injunction and certified a class action lawsuit, which Levi brought up before. He said his actions apply to babies nationwide. That includes the children of undocumented parents and those born to people in the U.S. on student visas. The judge gave the Trump administration 7 days to appeal. So some good news, maybe. We'll see. What do you guys think? Birthright citizenship. Should we have it? Should we not have it? What do you guys think?
Let y'all go.
It's
I don't
been
know.
around forever.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm fine with keeping anything that's been here long enough and it's worked. So.
If you're if you're born in America, you're an American.
Yeah, there's no
That's
point
how it
getting rid of
works.
Like,
That's right.
It's
American
America.
citizen.
But I think I want to clarify the keynote here because, of course, they ruled that the federal judges could not rule injunctions. However, how it works legally speaking now is the injunction is not in itself, but as Kenny mentioned, in the style of a class action lawsuit. Now, the problem that this arises is that now anyone that has to do something like this, it takes upfront money from somebody. Case in point, New Hampshire footed the original part of the bill. The second part of this is it is not widespreading. So for you to actually be covered under this class action, you have to go right now and actually sign up in a state that has filed the class action in itself or has covered a state to do so.
It's not perfect, but we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. So technically, like, if they all of a sudden were like, we're taking the guns away, and they did this same style of injunction, if you weren't actually on that lawsuit and didn't go file on it, you're not actually protected. So it's like Kenny's saying, it's a layer of protection, but my God, does it increase the amount that the average citizen has to pay into the legal system? And it does not protect everybody. Like,
that sounds great.
Yeah, it's stripping apart the last guardrail.
It's like a little baby step for the good guys. It's what it is. It's a baby step for the good guys. We'll see what happens. You know they're going to appeal. It'll go to the Supreme Court, and then the packed Supreme kangaroo court that we have right now will probably say, screw class action lawsuits. We're going to get rid of them altogether. So be prepared for that. Just be prepared for something like that to happen, actually. Anybody else want to say anything about being born in America? Here's another thing. I don't know if you guys know this. We have a lot of embassies all around the world. And what happens is if Levi was an ambassador and his wife had a baby in Paris, if it's in the embassy, it's still America. Like, they consider that America. So even though you're born in France, for example, if you're in the embassy, they still consider that America, and you will be an American citizen.
And I want to quote one thing. We're talking about the Supreme Court and directly related to this argument. Chief Justice Roberts says, I came out and said the rule of a law is eroding like we have rarely seen. And like everyone's pointing out, maybe you should have thought about that before ruling that he was one of the ones that was key in the vote, that the president is above the law and cannot be fucking, prosecuted for anything that he does in court or in the pursuit of not court, I'm sorry.
The pursuit of happiness? What?
So even Supreme Court justices are coming out and be like, yeah, what?
I was wrong.
Well, listen, we talked about this, and I think you guys all know this. Trump has had judges arrested for interfering with deportations and shit. So, listen, we're in a very unique.
Did any of them go missing?
No, I think they're still around. They're just not employed right now. So maybe they're applying for strawberry pickers, because that's something we need. We need a lot of strawberry pickers right now.
And they get paid decently, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but we need them. Yeah. All right, so that was some serious news. Here's some more serious news. In the Ukraine, 2 people died in an overnight bombing by Russian drones. This is nothing new. Another 22 were injured. Thousands spent the night sheltered in an underground metro station. This was one day after the largest shelling of the Ukraine thus far. European allies have agreed to set up a headquarters in Paris to deploy troops from and maintain the peace, but it's after the war ends. So it's not like the UN or the United Nations or the nobody in Europe is sending troops.
They don't care.
God forbid they would do something like that.
Weird, as supposedly Trump had no knowledge that the Department of Defense and Hegseth had paused the agreed upon munitions that were supposed to be sent to Ukraine in that resource deal were paused, and Trump says he has no clue about anything about it. So it's just.
Right. Well, he said that, and then I think he is sending more weapons.
Now they resumed it, but it basically Hegseth just went and cut it all off, didn't say nothing to anybody.
Hegseth and him are starting to butt heads a little bit right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's gonna, remember the first time Trump was the president, almost everyone who he originally hired got fired or quit or some shit or got arrested or got some, so. This is just like, it's only been 6 months. It's going to be wild. There's going to be a ton of stuff to talk about.
Mr. Musk.
Yeah. And that was quick. And that was like his best friend, apparently. So look what he did to his best friend.
They were like bum buddies.
Well, I don't know about that. I can't confirm or deny that, Spongy. But if you have a source.
My source is myself.
Okay. Well, that's fine with me. As long as if you're the source, I will cite you in the description. All right, guys. Next thing. Anybody else want to say anything about the Ukraine and all that? Besides, it's sad.
The drones. It's actually still intensifying as we fucking speak. It is.
And also, I think Trump is getting more involved now because Putin is starting to like mouth off to him, and he's starting to get pissed off, and now he's getting more invested in it. And so, we'll see what happens. Yeah, no, it's not right.
It's just one of those ones. We're not going to get those resources if Ukraine loses the war. So
that's right.
It just seems like again, it's all posturing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna help them. Yeah, yeah, they'll be there any day.
I've heard we stopped giving them weapons.
Yeah, now we just
that's
started
paused
doing
the shipments. Like,
they were paused.
No,
a lot of people didn't realize when they said we're sending like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, like that is absolute bullshit. We were 100% like black market underground.
Yeah, he probably didn't want Putin to know.
Like when we were sending, like people like, did we send $800 billion to Ukraine? Well, we sent however much money in munitions, and many of those munitions. This is coming from my army friend. Were old, about to expire, and we needed to renew our actual fucking supply chain with newer and updated ammunition systems. So it did not really cost us $1. Like, and we made money off of it, and like future money as long as Ukraine wins.
I like repurposing.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
But it's
No,
I'd
we
fucking
will
sell
not
weapons
be,
to Ukraine if I could. Straight
acknowledging
out. What's that movie? War Dogs. I go War Dogs for fucking Ukraine.
Is that the Nicolas Cage and the chubby guy who were selling weapons?
It's God.
I forgot his name. What's that guy's name? He's
Jonah
Hill.
Jonah Hill. And then who's the other guy in that movie?
Nicolas Cage, I thought, isn't it?
No, there's another one. I thought that's. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different movie, Lord of War, with Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, that one's a new one.
Yeah.
Wow, Kenny actually watching a new movie? Good.
I did. I watched a new movie just last night called Companion. It was friggin' awesome. It was about
something you don't have?
It was something about an F-bot, but it gets dark. So Companion, it's on Cinemax or HBO, whatever they call themselves now. I can't keep up. Oh, Miles Teller, Sean says.
What it was.
There you go. Shit, I don't know if I saw
one more
that.
other big name there. I was trying to.
Lord of War was Leto and Cage. Look at that. That's a fucking lineup right there, bro. Leto and Cage. That's all-star. Uh-oh. Well, some people do. Bebop Jones is in the house. F the Dodgers all day, every day, Bebop says.
Fuck the Giants.
Corona is not happy with you right now.
I don't know.
All right, guys.
We'll see about that tomorrow, Bebop.
One last thing about serious news, which is good news for some people. Stocks are up again, which is good for me. But if you don't own stocks, you probably don't give a shit. That was serious news, everyone. So serious news. Appreciate everyone for popping in for serious news. But now it's time for DUFA. What the fuck? DUFA Trump edition. It's DUFA Trump edition. So I don't know. Maybe you like this picture better.
Yeah, that one's better. Yeah. He looks like that.
He looks good in that picture. He's got an even tan in that one, so it's good. It's a flattering picture.
That shit's funny. It looks like he's like farting or something like that.
I mean, it could be. He's usually on the toilet, so.
That's the face he makes every time you say Hillary Clinton. He's like,
Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton.
She should be in jail.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if that list gets revealed, he also should be.
It's crack-a-lagging.
Yeah. Well, Bill Clinton, yes. And like I said, Biden been a senator for so damn long, he definitely on that list probably. And that's why Biden just knew to keep the fuck quiet about it when he was in office.
Yeah. All right, guys, this is DUFA Trump edition. So I'm going to read this real quick, and then I'll let you guys go off. I'm not sure if you heard, I fucked up. Yahert and Dafa. I can't separate them. I've been trying to. I'm going to learn how to do this at some point. Anyway, but I'm not sure if you guys heard this, but apparently now there is no Epstein list. There's no Epstein client list. It was on our Attorney General's desk, I believe, not too long ago, Pam Bondi.
Yes.
But now it's gone. And from
She's
what I understand, Epstein killed himself during the 1 minute where they don't record with that security camera.
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently every night for the last however many years, that tape doesn't record for 1 minute of every evening around midnight, and that's when he allegedly hung himself. When Trump was asked about this, he said, "Are we still talking about this? Why are we still talking about this creep?" But the thing is, they were like friends.
Because
So
you're associated with him. That's why.
I love how Republicans love to be the party of law and order
Yeah.
until it has to do with them. Hillary
Bart
Clinton and
Simpson.
Benghazi were concerned. Joe Biden's sex laptop were very concerned. Trump doesn't
No, that
pay his
was his
taxes. Epstein list goes missing. And it's like, why are we still talking about
Biden
this?
crime family.
However, MAGA supporters
Yeah,
are actually
family.
also MAGA supporters are actually quite pissed about this. We'll talk about that. Just
Wow,
really
they are.
quick. This is
I've
what
got
Trump has-
something better on this, Kenny.
Hold on, just really quick. This is what Trump has previously said about Epstein. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy.
He's
He's
a
a lot of
great
fun
guy.
to be with. It's even said that he likes
likes them
beautiful
young.
women as much as I do, and many of them were on the younger side. No doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life. So did anyone see this? Can anyone believe this shit?
I bet you he does enjoy himself, and I bet you, Mr. Orange Man, I bet
Okay.
you do as well.
I think he wants to disconnect
And
from.
like
He
I
wants to
said,
separate
recently
himself.
a Republican in the Senate accused Democrats and Biden of getting rid of the list, which again, timeline with Pam Bondi, it's just laughable. Like,
So you're saying that Joe Biden, who with an ice cream cone wandered into the White House and stole the Epstein list and uploaded into to Hunter's
and like I
laptop?
joked last week, them files, the Epstein list is in the same place where he was hiding files in Mar-a-Lago from the fucking FBI and actively
yeah.
told people to hide files and prevent them from.
What's going on, guys?
No,
Now look.
I got
Okay. Typically assassinations are like, medical issues or something that cannot be traced back to somebody.
Mm.
And hanging when the camera's off, yes, that's suspicious. But that's not typically how the government does it. Oh, I said that loud.
Yeah, you said the
You
quiet
hit the
part
bull in
out
the
loud.
back of the head.
You said the quiet part out loud, Jack.
Now, I'm going to add to this story. You want to get even worse on this? So, has anyone ever asked themselves what happened to the Lolita Express after Jeffrey Epstein, unalived himself?
Oh, no,
and,
Yo, what I
already
heard is
told
that,
me.
Giselle Maxwell, whatever that woman's name was, she used to go to Mar-a-Lago and she used to find young girls there.
yeah,
And-
they used
and
Mar-a-Lago as the.
And at his pageants, because remember, Donald Trump used to run like the Teen USA pageant and the Miss
And
America
bragged about
pageant.
going back there and getting free looks
Yeah,
on
and
the
he
girls
bragged
who were
about walking
underage.
back there in his boxer shorts, eating an ice cream cone. Oh shit, no, that's Joe Biden.
But
That's how Donald Trump was in there, and he'd walk in and he'd be like, "I own all this shit. I could walk in here and do whatever I want."
these
That's
are
what he would do.
beautiful girls, and you just get to look at them. Is exactly what he said.
Yeah.
But so, fun fact: someone bought the Lolita Express, Jeffrey
Ooh.
Epstein's plane, not too long after.
Was it
everything
R.
went
Kelly or Diddy?
Oh, here's where it
No.
gets even funnier. It was
Both.
bought by one of the major donors for the Republican Party that charters jets to Republican senators. Oh, it gets better. During the 2024 re-election efforts of Donald Trump, he was flying on the Lolita Express with a Trump 2024 painted on the side of it. They
Hey.
changed the tail number, but they can't change the serial number listed
Right.
under the aircraft registration.
Where nobody
Um,
looks.
So he was on the Lolita Express, just rebranded as a Trump plane, not even fucking 6 months ago.
And they let you do it too, Papa J.
And we have it all. We have all the fucking records on it. Like,
So
and
you know, that's where that comes from. You keep it in the family. You keep it in the Republican family. And so now, everyone can still use it.
just wild. Absolutely.
Yeah, and they're
wild.
still using it for
They're going to
I
park
bet.
it next to the $400 million jet that the Saudi Arabians gave at in the Smithsonian. They're going to park it there.
No. And you know who's about to pull up as soon as he gets released
Who's that?
to go to they're all going to pull up to his party.
Oh, man.
Diddy,
Who?
yay. Oh,
Did he?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Elon Musk is going to crash it. He's still going to try and crash the party.
Nah, he'll be hanging out with Mark Cuban.
Yeah, he'll be on his own plane. He'll be.
We got. So now our millionaires are swept, or there's a rift between our millionaires. We're splitting them up.
That's great.
Hey, that's what happens.
So is this like the new wars? Just gonna be millionaire wars, and they're hiring the private militaries? Like,
yeah.
They both claim they're the president, so they're both immune to any prosecution.
Yeah,
you just got to claim here.
One side's hiring North Korean soldiers, the other one's getting Chechen militia and shit. Yeah, Russians, South Sudan troops are coming, and yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about that Florida shit, no Texas shit. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Oh, I didn't say nothing about it. I thought we were coming up on it still.
Oh, maybe we did. We didn't talk about the flooding. Did I miss it?
You mentioned like a little bit, and I asked you if it was actually about the flooding in Texas at the beginning.
Oh yeah, we are getting it. I see it because it's in the. Remember, I put the Trump stuff and the DeFuck together, so it's a really long fucking thing. All right, guys. So yeah, okay. So I mean, we pretty much tackled the whole Epstein thing for us. We did a pretty good job. Here are some despicable, crafty Republican tactics. The cuts to Medicaid and SNAP benefits aren't supposed to happen until after the midterms. Republicans know they are probably going to lose a ton of seats in the House and the Senate, so this is the way to try and fight that. Trump may be getting neutered soon, folks. When the House Minority Speaker, I know Spongie's excited. So when the House Minority Speaker Hakeem Jeffries becomes the new Speaker of the House, which is very possible if the Democrats retake the House, which is almost always happens after the new administration wins, it's going to be a hoot. What do you guys think?
Hootie hoot.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because the new bill moves the power of spending from the congressional branch or the legislative branch to the executive branch. It doesn't matter. The bill lets him circumvent fucking...
Off with his balls.
They should do that.
We should have a guillotine for your balls. Live ball.
Technically, apparently, the Iranian
would commit a crime
issued. I forgot the technical term with it, but it's like a pledge that people can donate money to a cause. And there's $40 million apparently right now on Donald Trump's head to anyone that can prove they did it.
Dear God, this is the world we live in.
It's continuing to increase. So we're going to World War III with Iran. It's a fucking lock.
Oh, I think that's been a lock for a while. You know how Iran is definitely not happy. They don't like
after the show. I might have to share some other military intelligence I came across.
Oh shit, we'll do that on the D-Low. On the D-Low. Yeah,
on
so
the flip
that's
side.
pretty no, I don't want disrespectable. You know, it's a smart thing to do, but people are not that stupid. Okay, so nice try, Republicans. Well, I take that back. Some people are. Trump threatened to take over New York City, Spongy, if Zoran Mamdani won the mayoral election. He's also threatened to arrest and deport the mayoral candidate, even though he became a naturalized citizen in 2018. Well, he's going to win. I guarantee you, Mamdani is going to win that race. And why does Donald Trump treat democracy like a suggestion? Isn't this insulting for the people who voted for Zoran Mamdani? I don't know if you know who that is. Zoran Mamdani is, I think he's a Middle Eastern man who's running for the mayor in New York. He won his primary for the Democrats, and so
he only won because somebody dropped out.
I don't know. I mean, people, maybe you're right. Maybe that's true. I don't know. But he's probably going to win that race. New York doesn't like Donald Trump. New York doesn't like Donald Trump. I mean, that's because he lived there for so long. No, he's lived there too long. He lived in New Jersey. He works in New Jersey. He's got his golf course
everything that he wants to do, like free buses, the tax increase he would put on anyone making over $1 million is $2,000 for the entire year. Yeah, don't look me in the face with $1 million and tell me you can't afford $2,000 for the year to make sure everyone gets free buses.
It's not about Levi. It's not about affording it. It's about just not wanting to pay for it. They'd rather they don't want any money out of their pockets, and because you're going to give it to poor people, and they can't stand that because rich people work really hard. And when they inherited all their money. And so they don't want you to help poor people. You know that.
Or they know about gambling tax laws like we did earlier in the show.
Well, you know that a lot of thing with poor people is if like I talked about before, if you have your money in the stock market, you don't like pay interest all year. You pay just once at the end of the year. So your losses and your gains and all that shit, it's an easier way to pay for like getting taxed, and that's how rich people basically get away with a lot of their money.
Also, you don't have to pay capital gains tax on real estate as long as you put it back into an investment account. So you just constantly continue to buy property and never pay taxes on any of it until there's favorable legislation in that moment to do so, or move it over to trust, different trusts and such like that.
Yeah, it's all about how you use it.
Just got to have a good accountant. That's what it really takes.
I tell David that all the time. You got to have a good accountant. All right. So, yeah, buses should be free. Also, he wants to freeze rent so people stop raising the rent in New York, which is absolutely insane because, okay, there's a lot of rich people in New York and there's a lot of great, fancy, beautiful things in New York, but people have to work in those places and they can't afford to live in New York City, so they have to go all the way to like Westchester. They got to go to Yonkers. They got to go to New Jersey, which nobody likes. Nobody wants to live in New Jersey. So there's things like that. Well, I mean, North Jersey's okay. It's South Jersey that people don't like. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sponge. Yeah, so he's just trying to do things that his voters actually want, but they're good things. And so Trump is not having it. Okay, he's not happy. He's not happy about it, and so there's that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if Donald Trump makes himself the
remember,
king
it's
of
always
New York.
states' rights with the party until.
Trump could make himself king of New York, Levi. Don't think he won't.
No, he's going to sell it off.
Oh, he will.
Yeah, he'll sell it to the Chinese.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, the amount of agricultural land that's actually being bought by China right now.
That was bait, Levi.
China.
That was bait.
China.
Yeah, good stuff.
China.
Levi. All right, so guys, here, let's move on real quick because there's a lot of stuff here. Rooftop solar industry now fears demand will collapse as the Republicans roll back tax credits. So people who were like loading up their, the solar panels and they were getting tax breaks and stuff, that shit's all about to stop. We were going to be the leader in solar at one point until Trump effed that up. I think that was during his first term.
What doesn't he mess up?
Well, I don't know. I'm not always with him, so I'm assuming he does some things good. Like he's good at changing the channel on the TV, I heard, and eating KFC. But now the Chinese control that gold mine. The solar panel gold mine is controlled by the Chinese now. Trump wants to go with coal because, coal is good. I think we touched. No. You
want to know why he's so used to coal?
Why?
He used to get it in his stocking every year.
Good one, Spongy. Nice job. Very nice, young man. Okay, I think we touched on this quickly last week. Levi brought it up, the coal. Fuck black lung. Coal is better. Who's with me?
No comment.
All right.
Didn't they just ease the regulations on asbestos again?
Yeah.
They're bringing back asbestos.
Well, listen, somebody's got to be learning in school. It might as well be asbestos.
Because we sure don't want to.
No, kids don't care. They got the phone. The phone tells them everything. See this phone? This is Jarvis, mini Jarvis. It's right here. And it tells me everything I need to know.
Of course, Donald Trump in an interview today says he hasn't thought about who halted the ammunition to Ukraine. He's not going into it. I would know if a decision was made to do that. And I'll be the first to know. And in fact, I'd most likely give the order, but I haven't done that yet.
That's so funny because he's so out of it. Like, I feel bad, actually, because
it's all about distraction, man.
He says, I know everything that happens after saying that he didn't know what happened. And so I was going to do 10 of the worst Trump quotes, but they were so hard to follow. I couldn't do it.
Can you imagine having to run, your legal troubles are so bad you had to run for president to stay out of jail?
I mean, that is pretty bad.
The only way to get out of it, basically.
Well, I just brought this up before. I mean, dude, we haven't seen this guy's taxes yet. Why? What? I mean, I know why, but I'm saying, this is crazy. Nobody cares. You just forget. You know what I mean? You move on to the next crazy shit. Gas is too damn high.
Media.
Actually, I'm going to tell you Bebop. Right now in California, the gas is lower than it's been in a long time. I'm not saying it's low. I'm just saying it's lower than it's been in a long time. And so my thinking is that any day now it's going to fucking go up 75 cents.
Nah, gas is expensive over here, man.
Fuck
yeah,
Wells Fargo.
You're down there, though. Up here, it's a little cheaper.
Sorry, I'm just getting breaking news left and right. Wells Fargo is planning to end its credit partnership with Bilt, which let people earn rewards and credit for charging for their rent. So, again, Wells Fargo just fucked over a bunch of people and made it hard to get their credit up.
Yeah, see, this guy knows.
I'm not shocked because Wells Fargo has been cutting off a lot of stuff.
Fuck that company, dude. If someone wanted to,
Wells Fargo
Luigi, that motherfucker.
Yeah, they were a mess, man.
Well, they got caught in the most fucking fraudulent scheme we've ever seen in U.S. banking. And they got off with a slap on the wrist from Donald Trump's administration, paying like $2 million when they literally swindled people out of billions. Like,
collateral damage.
Luigi,
Collateral
those
damage.
motherfuckers.
Collateral damage, indeed.
Good idea, Levi.
Papa J's got his own gas farm. He produces his own gas, and he also doesn't breathe oxygen. So Papa J's fucking 100% off the grid.
Hey, fun fact: if you ever try to live off the grid in the South, swamps in the South actually release tons of methane. So It's a little dangerous, but
So does
you can farm
sponge.
some methane from the swamp. Pipe down there.
What does New Jersey do?
Oh, that is a little piece of New Jersey does do that. But hey, all right, let's move on because we got a lot of shit to talk about.
I feel like we've been here forever.
We've been here for 2 days now. Just try not to pay attention to the time. A Tennessee man who was pardoned by Trump has been sent to life in prison for plotting to attack FBI agents and trying to incite a civil war. Where's Captain America when you need him? He was the fourth rioter to enter the Capitol. His name was Edward Kelly, which sounds shady as hell. He was allegedly targeting the FBI agents who were investigating him. So good call on that one, Donnie. Good call.
Good call. Great call.
Did you guys hear about that one?
I did not, but I heard about some other things.
Oh, yeah? What did you hear about, Sponge?
I forget. I just heard it earlier. I forget
That's
what it was.
okay. We'll talk about it later.
What a Homelander.
Yeah, so here's Donald Trump just like pardoning all the January 6 people because, they're good people on both sides.
One of them argued that the pardon was all standing, including his new pedophilia charge.
Oh, wow.
In one of the other states.
He's a pederast.
He argued in court that pardon, actually, because the way they worded it, is not just for that crime, but kind of all the crimes, and that he should get off on his possession of, fucking...
Get out of jail free card.
There's good
Epstein
people
content.
on both sides. You know that. So we talked about it.
Ooh, that's a great way to call it, Levi.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here's something else. We talked about the big, beautiful disaster bill last week, but do you know who's going to be affected by this terrible bill Republicans just passed? I'll tell you.
The poor people.
Good call. They are lower income, working class. They are overwhelmingly Caucasian, and they are in red states. The same people who voted for this will be hurt the most by it, which is probably why a lot of Republicans didn't want to go along with this and put their name on it. But hey, bribes work. But not just bribes, they were also threatened.
Fear of retaliation.
Yeah, threatened with being primaried, correct. That's how Republicans do things, and it works. Take notes, Democrats.
Yeah, fun fact that no tax on tips. There's a lot of
up to $25,000.
And, of course, you can't do the standard deduction. You have to do an itemized deduction.
And and it's at the end of the year. It's not
and
all
it
throughout.
Caps
it's not
so
every month.
It caps at $150. And it says in the bill that they're fearing that basically lawyers and shit like that are going to just say their services deserve tips. But it says in the bill specifically only for jobs that you normally get tips. But let me tell you this, someone that waits tables, dude, you wait tables, you're not even making $25K. And you already didn't report it anyway. So it makes no difference to you. Do you know who this bill is really for? And I sat down, I talked with my girlfriend about this the other day. This bill is for one very specific type of tipped employee. And fun fact, I guarantee Donald Trump loves these tipped employees.
You mean strippers?
Yes, this is a bill for strippers.
It's a stripper bill.
It's a stripper bill. It's 100% a stripper bill.
Open up your ears and throw
servers don't make $25K a year, and they're not making nearly $150K a year.
And I tried to explain this to someone that they're like, "Whoa, credit card tips are rolling." I'm like, "Bro, this isn't about credit card tips. This is about cash tips. This is about people who have, they know they're getting cash tips and they have to report something. They might not report it all, but they have to report something." And Levi nailed it. Good job.
They're going to list their breast implants as part of their itemized deduction.
They should be. They're dependents. Boobies are dependents.
Say it was a cost of doing business. No server is going to have anything on that itemized deduction. Like what? Your $200 cleaning for your teeth this year? Ooh, yeah, you're gonna miss that standard deduction.
Yeah, but no offense to waiters. I'm not trying to be a dick, but if you're a waiter, you're probably already getting free dental and medical because you're on fucking Obamacare because you don't make enough money. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even. Not everyone can do that.
In Florida, no, the working requirements.
You're right.
It's hilarious.
It all depends what state. You're right.
A lot of the states, you can't even get on it.
And you know which states those are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you're not working, you can't be on all. But if you're working, if you get 1 hour extra and you have to report every 2 weeks, you're automatically cut off and might have to pay benefits back to the state.
A friggin' mess.
So strippers, huh?
Yes, sir. David, you know your employees, David.
Now, how many people that tipped employees in any category actually reports those correctly?
And that's what I'm saying.
Well, there's only the ones that are like they put on the credit card. Those ones are now tracked by like even the POS system because that shit is built into there now. And so there is that. But that's why I only take cash in my business.
As someone that used to train servers, you do the math. You say, here's the deal. The restaurant never wants to pay you because if you don't make minimum wage, the restaurant has to pay you minimum wage. So you need to figure out how many fucking hours you work. Do the math in your head. You need to claim 15% more than the minimum wage calculation. That'll get you enough to pay all your taxes because you don't want to owe a bill back to the fucking because that's the thing. If they report all these taxes, they're going to get to tax time and owe the.
Well, that's what I have to do because I do an independent contractor thing, and so I have to pay all my taxes. I have to pay taxes. I don't get any fucking rebates.
Every restaurant has a rule that says if you don't report 100% of taxes, you will be fired. As someone that has trained and opened multiple fucking restaurants, like I opened the Dave & Buster's in Myrtle Beach. I was part of that original fucking crew. No fucking server ever has claimed 100% of their tips.
And that's why I always tell people, open your own business and only take cash. Ka-ching.
Offer cash discounts.
There you go.
Have a cash price and a credit price.
So guys, here, let's mix it up a little bit. Here's some stuff Trump said in his last campaign rally. This will be fun. I was going to do Trump top 10 most insane quotes, but they were almost impossible to understand. And so I skipped it because when I read them back, they didn't make any fucking sense. And no one's going to know what the hell I'm talking about. So maybe we'll do it another time, but it was just so bad. I thought it would be funny, but it was just really hard to follow. Well, anyway, he said hydrogen cars are bad because they explode. Hydrogen is a flammable gas, but in hydrogen cars, it isn't as flammable because it expands so fast. So at least that's what I read when doing my research. Perhaps, Levi, you know a little more about this by any chance?
I mean, it's the same fucking...
Bottom line, hydrogen cars don't explode, but that's what he said. But
everything has a risk.
Yeah, but as far as with what I looked up, because I looked into this a little bit as much as I could. I can't read like 9 pages on everything, you know what I mean? Like, but from what I understand is that the hydrogen expands too quickly, like in the way that the car uses it or whatever it is, and so it doesn't explode. It's not. I mean, any car can explode though at the same time, you know.
Well, that's the thing. Gasoline is flammable.
Is it?
Lithium-ion batteries that are in these electric cars are dangerous. They catch fire. So yeah, that is interesting. You know.
Very.
Yeah.
I guess like looking at the problems, of course, one is the infrastructure, like getting hydrogen across the entire country. And then the long-term storage, like storing a bunch of it for like the gas is, I guess, a lot harder because I guess it has to be kept under pressure or there's issues. So it has to be in a pressurized system.
Oh. Did you mean to say, Steve, did you mean to say BJs?
Ooh, so now they charge?
They most certainly charge, and they're going to ask you.
That's the thing is, you know, you guys are talking about breast enhancement for, you know, a tax deduction. Jim Everett, you know, he did his penis enhancement, and then you have like you also have that laser surgery where they can clean up the V too. You know, it's like
there's a lot of things you can do. Don't trust any surgeon that says they'll give you a discount.
What is this Coastal Carolina mascot?
What are you talking about? What about him?
He looks weird.
Everybody
looks
weird.
Chanticleer, bro.
He looks very weird.
I forgot his name. Don't you dare make fun of him.
Chanticleer is a very angry cock.
It's a very proud one, too.
Like.
A proud, angry cock.
Yeah.
He's got great feathers, too. Great, smooth
Are you
feathers.
playing them in college football? Is that what's going on?
As UD.
Yes, sir. The fighting blue hen against the Chanticleer. That's a fucking fight right there. I'd like to see.
When does college football start?
Week 2.
When does college football start? Levi probably knows.
What do you mean? It looks like a bird.
Yeah, it's an angry bird. Like that game.
It's a bird. I actually hold. Dang it! I even had the name of it.
I'd rather see a Chanticleer and a blue hen fight on the lawn of the White House than a UFC.
By the way, his name is Chauncey the Chanticleer.
That makes sense. Chauncey.
Sense.
Yeah, that
Chauncey.
makes sense. Chauncey, it's a good name.
Now, I've actually dated a former Carolina Coastal basketball player. She was hot.
Really?
Ooh. Was she over 6'4"?
Because we're like a low key beach school. That's why.
She was a point guard. She was what, 5'10", 5'11"?
She was a little bit shorter than me. She's probably a point guard, yeah.
Okay, I like a good point
Well,
guard.
you should know. You didn't pull up to any of the games. Come on
Big
now.
Red. I mean,
Hey,
that's far
CCU
away.
got some good tailgating, bro. Like,
You can't
it's a party
do
on
it
campus.
at Coastal Carolina, but he can do it at BYU. Or no,
Well,
Utah.
no.
Utah. Yeah, Utah.
I know that honor
Can't
code makes
do it at
things so
BYU.
fun.
Dude, the shorts those girls wear, I'm surprised people don't crumple dollars and throw them at the floor.
No, I love volleyball girls.
You should see South Florida, bro.
That's funny.
There's a lot of stripper talk on this show. I should have put an NC-17 rating on the beginning. Hey, here's
You should
something
do
else.
that with everyone.
Here's something else Trump said. He said he's going to save 2 billion farms from the estate tax. What the fuck?
I
2
bet he
billion
will.
farms? Can you imagine if Obama or Biden said anything this fucking stupid? 2 billion farms. No, what the fuck, dude? Come on. The fuck? What's wrong with this guy? 2 billion farms, he said. I mean, he might have
2
meant
billion.
2,
Are there
I don't
even
even
2
think-
billion in the
I
world?
don't even think there's 2 million farms in America. I mean,
Half
so
them
it's
are
not
gone.
even. He can't even say I meant to say millions. The dude is just wasted. Anyway,
Ooh, no, I lost the Coastal. Oh no, that's not good.
that's okay. Losses are good.
No,
Trump
I'm
said
only
he
2, Kenny.
Trump said he saw the soldiers marching down Fifth Avenue in Washington, D.C. There's no Fifth Avenue in Washington, D.C. That's New York City, okay? All right, but he's
And-
an
and
old
New
man.
Jersey.
He's an old man. Actually, I believe he's older than Biden was when,
Yeah, yes.
right? When he was when he was in office. So,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
so he's losing
Yeah,
it.
that,
It's
that whole
okay.
thing about the Chinese taking over the farms, the USDA came out recently, the Department of Agriculture, and said that even though there is a law on the books that they have to be like doing these foreign transactions have to be all registered, they said that a lot of the records don't match. They don't know who even owns these farmlands anymore. Like
I know. How do you know anymore? They were like, well, this has been going on since
and
like
that
Nixon.
foreign investors from China are coming in and
I mean, I
That's
think some of
great.
you guys probably know this, but like in the 70s, Nixon was like giving like money to farms if they would switch to corn. We used to grow a lot of shit in America. Now we just grow corn, and so
Corn
you
is
know,
good,
We
though.
don't. Corn is
ethanol.
yeah, but corn is pretty good, but isn't that great?
It's not
Amazing.
nutritional.
It's not very nutritional. It's got a lot of carbs for a vegetable.
Talk
too.
about GMOs.
oh,
This is
shit.
a highly genetically modified.
But you know why? This is for corn syrup. This is for like shit like this is for
Yeah,
like this
high
is not for,
fructose corn syrup
yeah.
is a very strong lobby group.
Yeah, it's extremely wealthy lobbying right there. That's for sure.
It's in
Who's Red?
everything.
Oh, Red Grimace. You're talking about the mascot. I see.
Yeah, for Western Kentucky, is it?
Western Kentucky, isn't that Panthers or Wildcats or some shit?
The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
Oh,
Hilltoppers.
all right. Yeah, dude. Is the Philadelphia Flyers is it Grimmy?
Gritty.
Gritty. Is he okay, Sponge?
Donald Grimmy.
Yeah, he's
Is he-
okay.
Is he okay? Okay, because he looks like he's on meth all the time. So
Well, he's in Philly.
yeah. So cheesesteaks and meth is basically.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good
Sounds
diet.
like a good time, mate.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Oh, it's very fun.
Yeah.
I bet he's
here's
enjoying himself down there.
I don't know if you guys read this. Trump said his new bill is going to allow him to build statues of people and some of himself. Why? Why do we need statues of?
Hopefully,
What-
we don't get one in New Jersey. We were
It's
just
just like, who gives a shit about flagpoles and statues? As far as tearing down statues of Confederate leaders, I'm good with that. I'm not trying to prop any people up who were treasonous traitors.
Didn't
we
Hitler build a bunch of statues of
I
himself?
bet he did.
I don't know why he would do that.
Well,
he
he's
seems like a
And
nice
that
guy.
it was a
Playful
big
guy.
thing, tearing down said statues as we entered.
We just,
Oh,
I feel like we're
Berlin.
beyond statues. Like in this point in American history, where I feel like we're
Guys,
beyond statues.
Guys, all right, I'll explain this. I'll explain it to you. It's super
Spend that
easy.
money
It's
somewhere
so
else.
rational. It's like, how can you not see this, guys? We're living in a simulation. This is just Sims. The statues obviously give a
dang.
production bonus to buildings around them, like every
Dang.
game. Come on. That's why he's building the statues.
Okay,
I love The Sims.
so real quick, I just want to This was in a Discord server
Okay.
between some of the people in the other community.
Wow.
They're
okay.
going back and forth right now. And somebody by the name of CEO said Trump is a certain word, and that Florida should be gifted to Mexico as a peace offering.
Wow. Mexico has
Florida
nothing to
don't
do.
want. Mexico don't want this.
That's so ridiculous.
They don't want this.
Florida doesn't even really have Mexicans. They have Caribbeans. They have,
We have
like
Miami's all Cubans.
yeah, it's Cubans. I'll tell you right now, it's Cubans. They come from Cuba and they come from New York and New Jersey. That's where they come from.
But how would you feel about that, Levi?
Can I leave first?
Yeah.
I mean, things would get better. Actually, the president of Mexico is actually a very smart, intelligent woman.
Yo, I would love to move to Mexico
woman.
City. I'll tell you right now, bro. I'll tell you right now. I would love to move to Mexico City. I got no problem with that shit.
Yeah,
They
she's
should be
actually
getting a
incredibly
sports team soon,
intelligent.
shouldn't they?
That would be
Possibly.
nice. I think they're gonna get a sports team, and they're gonna. I saw the uniforms prototypes, and they look like the Niners. So that kind of.
So I heard the Mexican team. Trump said he's going to start deporting the homegrown ones. So I heard Henry Ruggs is now the starting wide receiver for the new Mexican expansion team.
That's
And
my
you know who's
first
the
pick.
Quarterback?
Deshaun Watson volunteered, but
That's right.
He
He's
wasn't
already
accepted.
paid through
He wasn't accepted.
2029.
You know who got the job?
Yeah, it's true. No, who
You know
got
who
it?
got
son?
the job?
Who got it?
It was Mr.
Ben Roethlisberger?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh wow.
Colin actually recently came out. I'm shocked this wasn't on your herd.
I
heard they
backup.
offered
He
Ben
wants to play
Roethlisberger a
I
big
thought
booty
Colin was the
Latina in a
backup.
bathroom for 5 minutes, and he unretired.
I thought Colin was supposed to be the backup sponge, but I'll look into that.
Oh, wait. So, hold on. Right. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think. Is the starter Paxton Lynch?
No, it's Josh Rosen.
I heard he was DJing somewhere, so I don't know if
He's doing
available.
both. Come on. he can do
Legend
both.
says Zach Wilson came in, but he pulled too many big booty Latinas, and they
Big booty Latinas. That's so racist.
it's a compliment.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Oh, this is
Here's
funny.
something else I heard from Trump. Trump made fun of scientists for saying that climate change is going to cause water levels to rise, but that's good, he said, because you'll have more oceanfront properties, which is all he cares about. And he's right. So buy houses in Nevada, however you say it, and then because when a California
Nevada.
falls into the ocean, you'll have oceanfront property. So I guess that's genius real estate stuff from the art of the
Great
deal.
news.
The art of the
Definitely
deal.
cared about
They
that.
want
Definitely.
Antarctica to unfreeze, so it'll open new trade passages. Quote from the trade advisor of
I
last.
don't know. I think he's always on, isn't he? Oh no, that's Friday. I thought he was on Friday night.
Truth, there was a great flood in the world's history. Truth, it happened in the United States. Truth, Atlantis is just Disney World that went under the ocean.
No, I know for a fact Atlantis is real. It was in the center of Africa, and that's where my great-grandparents came from. They told me stories all the time. So you heard it here first on Kenny Lives Matters. Atlantis is in the center of Africa when there was a giant ocean in the middle.
Have
and
you
there
ever
was North Africa and there was South. Go ahead.
Have you ever thought if archaeologists dug up our society right now, what they would say? Like, they just worshipped a mouse. Like, I don't
Yeah, they did.
understand.
Yeah. We did until he became public domain. All right, here's something else. So Trump made fun of scientists, which is always a good look, right? Trump said
I'm going to go make AI Mickey Mouse now just to pick a fight with Disney and challenge the copyright laws.
Trump said he saved Los Angeles from being burned down. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Is that like the time he screwed over farmers by emptying out our dams and emergency water supply? Because that's what I remember him doing when he was here. Yeah. He spent a lot of the week golfing and throwing himself parties while people in Texas drowned or died. I still don't think he has been down there to visit and talk to people. Texas officials blamed the agency gutted by Trump for the results of that deadly storm, the NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. And so do I. But what's worse is that he wants credit for saving 850 lives. And that's just shameful. I think the death toll is now nearing 200 and there's still people missing. What do you guys think? Levi, this is what you were waiting for the whole show.
All right, so we're going to start with the Noah part. The cuts going back to his last One of the positions that was not filled in Kirk County where this happened was the emergency response coordinator position, which was unfilled in part of NOAA cuts to these organizations. Also, part of those cuts was the inability of NOAA to access Department of Defense satellites to analyze weather patterns. So, yeah, the cuts absolutely affected the ability to respond, and was the person who was 100% going to respond to it. And it's not just that county; it's all the other counties. I'm going to go fucking deeper here. In 2014, after Hurricane Milton, they had horrible floods in that exact region, almost identical to this. After that, they said, hey, we should do a study. We need to figure out how to stop this from ever happening again. They did the study, found it would cost $1 million to put sensors in the most critical parts of that river system to warn people ahead of time to get them out. In 2016, this is when the plan started under Trump's administration. They chose to not apply for any money for it, cancel the entire program, despite it only costing $1 million. And then the judge, who's under huge fire right now, personally said he did not feel that the local taxpayers would foot the bill for it either. And I'm telling you, $1 million even to a fucking county is a joke. So take this a fucking step further. The county that all this fucking happened in, under the Biden Infrastructure and Reduction Act, all that shit, was offered like $10 million to do stuff like this and fix these issues. The local Republicans said they didn't trust the Biden money, and they thought there was going to be something to it. And so they refused to do these projects. And then
I blame Corn Pop. Go ahead.
And then finally, whenever they decided to use the money, they decided to give it all to the police department. So the police department used $7 million of this $10 million to purchase new radio systems for the department, which were originally reported to cost only $3 to $5 million. So overpaid $2 million, despite them already having estimates for it.
Where did that $2 million go? Are you sure they paid?
We're gonna get the. Yeah, exactly. So then on top of that, they gave a pay raise to the officers to the tune of like $850,000.
Wow.
Basically, not a single dude. The rest of the money is I forgot exactly, but it's all scam, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
None of that money went to anyone that needed it. It was a scam. And again,
what's new?
Everyone got enriched.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
what's new, Levi?
It's an involved. All these people are negligent.
Anybody else want to say anything about the Texas floods and stuff?
I said everything I had to say yesterday.
Okay. Well, it's a shame. It's a shame what's happening. When David talked about why those floods are happening, because the fucking ground is so dry, and so, it's a shame. I mean, I know that the cuts have a lot to do with it, but I also think our weather. Like, for example, I just want to bring this up real quick. It's not really associated with it, but the weather is just whack. And I don't mean like the weather that's happening. I mean like when they tell me it's going to be 100 degrees, and then I look at it again the next day and they're like 89. And I'm like, what the fuck? You said it's going to be 100 degrees today. Now it's 89 degrees. And so they'll say it's a 94 degrees. I'll look again. It's 102 degrees. Like, I don't know if they even know anymore, like what the weather's actually. I know that they're just guessing. I get that. But like, I feel like when I was younger, the weather was very accurate. Do you feel like this? Anybody feel like the weather's not accurate?
Maybe we need to reincarnate those people who were good at it back in the day.
Well, hopefully they're in cryogenic chambers right now, waiting to be brought back. We'll have to wait on that. We'll see. I wouldn't count on it.
I know that.
Is he still cryogenically frozen?
Yeah.
I thought they dumped his ass into a river a long time ago. I thought he was a pedophile, but that's another show.
We'll have to address that on conspiracy theories maybe next week.
Ooh, maybe Conspiracy Corner next week. I don't know. If you want to lose more brain cells than pot or drinking beer, just listen to Donald Trump talk at a fucking rally for a few minutes, and that'll do it. All right, so let me just read this real quick, you guys, and then we'll get to our quiz pro. Whoa. I just want to read this. Isn't that interesting? I thought
everything's interesting.
Yes, but this is particularly interesting, and I even made this thing. I took all the time. I took the whole day to make that little thing on the bottom there. It took me 20 hours to make Isn't that interesting?
Well, there's still 4 hours left in the day.
I should have spent 4 more hours on it because now I'm disappointed in what it looks like. But isn't that interesting? There's a widening gap in death rates between Democratic and Republican counties in the U.S. Democratic areas saw greater improvements over the past 2 decades. Findings on previous evidence that more liberal policies, laws, and regulations may be associated with better health outcomes. Americans living in counties that voted Democratic during presidential elections from 2000 to 2016 experienced larger decreases in death rates than residents of counties that voted for Republican candidates. This was a study published by the BMJ, the British Weekly Medical Trade Journal. The BMJ has been providing research, knowledge, and education to health professionals since 1840. Now, I don't know if it's good information. I don't know if it's factual information.
It's probably a bunch of malarkey.
Like I said, I cannot read 16 pages on everything. So let me just get through this and we'll talk about it. The researchers suggested that this is a widening gap this widening gap may reflect the influence of political environments on social, economic, and health policies. Previous studies have shown that American counties that elect Republican candidates tend to experience worse health outcomes. The overall study covered 5 presidential elections from the year 2000 to the year 2019 and included data for 99.8% of the U.S. population. Between 2001 and 2019, mortality rates decreased by 22% in Democratic counties, but only half of that, 11%, in Republican counties. The rising mortality gap between Republican and Democratic counties over the study period was largely driven by death due to heart disease, cancer, chronic lung disease, unintentional injuries, including drug overdoses, and also suicide. As such, they concluded Democratic counties have experienced steeper declines in mortality than Republican counties over the past 2 decades. Evidence being more liberal policies, laws, and regulations may be associated with better health outcomes. So it looks like if you want to live longer, vote Democratic, and if all you care about is no tax on your truck nuts, vote Republican. Thank you. This has been Isn't That Interesting? So what do you guys think? You buy this? Do you believe this is true? You think there's a reason for this?
Science.
Science. It's science. It's just science.
By the way, too,
Science is wrong
Cook County kept that money verbatim in the transcripts because they didn't want blue states getting that money.
Yeah, they'd
Verbatim
be spending
in
it
the
on.
transcripts.
They would just spend that money on helping people, Levi. You know that's stupid. That is just stupid.
Like that's
It's a
the
waste
great
of
wildest
cash.
part. Is they have the transcripts of all this where they said they were, called Joe Biden a communist for giving them that money and all this stuff, and like.
How did we lose to an FCS team? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry
Well,
about
it's
that.
wild. Man. Yeah, dude. It's fucking hot right now here. Today it was really hot, so I didn't even have to use my hot water. I just poured the cold water out, and there was no cold water. It was super hot. So when I showered, I had it on the coldest, and it was still coming out hot. That's how hot it was.
Pause.
Kenny, are you a Biden guy? I, sir, am an independent. I'm a Bernie Sanders AOC guy, and they'll never elect those people. It'll never happen, and so we'll always be fucked. We'll always be screwed.
Oh, I love too the guys that from Kirk County, the judge, the transcript in that same rant. He went on talking about how FEMA arrests people with no warrants, throws people in camps, suspends the laws. That whole fucking crazy conspiracy rant. And it's like weird, isn't that happening all around you? But it's not FEMA doing it. Like
what's going on? That's our new.
I'm trying to figure out exactly where the rest of that money went, just so we can be properly angry.
That should be our new pledge of the anthem of America.
That's our theme song.
Yeah. Wake in the morning and I
day is a
step
new
outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high.
Yeah, because Kenny, every day is a new episode.
Listen, it's hard to do a week's news in one show and try and get it done in 2 hours, but we're just a little over, so let's do some Quiz Pro Whoa. Let's do some Quiz Pro Whoa, everyone. Quiz Pro Whoa. And that's the end of the show. And so here we go, everyone. Are you ready for Quiz Pro Whoa? If you just tuned in, this is Quiz Pro Whoa with David and Levi and Spongy and Kenny. This is Kenny Lives Matter.
No, we
if
don't.
You're just tuning in now, you suck. You missed the entire show. Rewind this shit, watch it all, and ×2. Do what you got to do, but get it in there. Watch for more than a minute, or I don't get any view, because YouTube's getting real stingy right now. All right, Quiz Pro Whoa, everyone. All right, so I got a lot. This time I got 15 questions, okay? So everyone's going to get at least 3 questions. We're going to get, I'm going to give you more questions than just a couple questions this time. So let's start. Let's start with Levi. Which country is famous for the Taj Mahal?
Isn't that Egypt?
Final answer, Egypt?
Yep.
Okay, sir. You are 0 for 1 right now.
Where's that?
I'm sorry, but you shit the bed, Levi. You shit the damn bed. You started out with a ground out to the shortstop. Nothing's weaker than that. All right, here we go. Question number 2. This is for Spongy because he's a young man who should know this. Who is the author of the Harry Potter series?
J.K. Rowling.
Holy shit, Spongy's a smart ass. Good for you, Spongy. The crowd loves it. Good job, Spongy. Okay, Corona, it's your turn. Which organ do humans use to breathe? Which organ do humans use to breathe?
Lungs?
The lungs is right. David Corona. A ghetto favorite. All right. Which planet is third from the sun? David.
Earth.
What? Earth is the third rock from the sun, correct. Good job, David. All right, here we go. It is Levi's turn. Oh, man, this can't be any easier. Levi, which instrument has black and white keys?
I think he stepped away.
No, he's there.
Okay. I didn't see that.
Hold on. There's multiple answers here.
There is.
We'll just say
Yeah, that's why it's trivia.
What's it going to be, Levi?
Of course, the piano.
The piano is correct.
Wait, no, hold on.
Wow.
Levi, what did you
Are
just say?
you
Did
smarter
you say
than
a
a
bad
second
word?
grader?
Are you smarter than a kindergartner?
Correct.
Yeah, we can't have all super hard questions because then people in the audience will feel stupid, and we cannot have that.
And then we'll
All right,
all
guys.
just use Google.
That's right. You could do that too. All right, Corona, you're up. Which animal is known as the king of the jungle?
I thought it was Spongy.
Spongy's a loser. We're going with you.
Okay.
All right, so which animal is known as the king of the jungle?
The lion.
Holy shit, this guy knows what he's talking about. It's the
The
lion.
Bengal tiger.
Hey, it all depends what jungle. I'd pick a gorilla.
Lions don't live in jungles. That's the funniest part.
True. You're
They
absolutely
don't
right.
live
But
in
you know,
jungles.
isn't that funny? Does that come from the Chaucer Canterbury Tales? Is that where that comes from? Because you're absolutely
Probably.
right. Although maybe in the past, Levi, maybe long time ago, there were.
Yeah, considering their climbing ability compared to leopards and other big
you
cat
never know.
species.
We haven't been around that long. Maybe it did happen at one point, and maybe that's why I feel like it's a Chaucer Canterbury Tale. You know, when the lion gets the thorn pulled out of his paw by a mouse, and I think that story takes place in a jungle or some shit. Maybe that's where it comes from. All right, Spongy, you're up. What is the most spoken language in the world?
Oh, I know this. I know it's not English.
Okay, well, what is it?
I have a feeling it's like Chinese, I think. Or
That's
Chinese
so racist.
Mandarin.
That is racist that you say that, sir. And you're absolutely 100% wrong.
It's Arabic, isn't it?
No,
Spanish?
it's English. It's English, you fools. English. English. Oh my god, I missed like 17.
Considering we are the currency of the world in a sense. I mean,
I'm sorry, guys. On this segment, I cannot do the comment. I wish I could see them, but at least the chat can see them. So, okay. All right, here we go.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, the chat.
I mean,
I
we don't
hear
get
for the
Chinese
chat.
Mandarin, but
The proud farm cock.
I guess it's most spoken or most native.
I feel like I have to write a story now, a short tale about the proud farm cock. It seems like an easy one. All right, next one is Spongy. You're up.
Again?
No, I'm sorry. You just went. So it's Levi's turn now?
No, it's McNiners.
Oh, it's David's turn. David, what is the national flower of Japan? Good luck.
The tulip.
Flower of Japan.
No, the tulip. I would say the
It's not the
tulip
cherry blossoms. That's not. Hold on. I want to know, actually.
Or Levi cherry blossom?
It's not really a fucking plant, though. Like,
I didn't make up these questions. I just look them up.
I'm going to say cherry blossom, even though I know it's wrong. Like,
You're going to go cherry blossom?
I know it's not.
You don't know that it's wrong.
It's cherry blossom. Good job. I believe the cherry blossom. It can be like a plant, or it could be a tree. I know it's a tree, but yeah. All right. So now who's up? Is it David up?
Sorry.
No.
Spongy,
No,
ain't it?
it's Levi, I think.
No. Oh yeah, Levi, you're up, right?
Yeah.
What color are bananas when they're ripe? Now pay attention to the question.
Green.
Pay attention to the question. What color are bananas when they're ripe?
Fuck that.
Brown.
Yellow.
You're sticking with green?
David is right. They're brown when they're ripe, but
when they're too ripe, they are brown. No, they're yellow. Levi, you suck at this.
I'd like to challenge that, like the language question.
Well, when they're unripened, they're green, and then when they're ripened, they're yellow, and then when they're too ripened, they're brown and black.
Sounds like a choice to me. Subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm joking.
All right. Now we got who's up now after you? Corona? Corona, which city is famous for the Colosseum? Did you ever see the Gladiator movie?
Yeah.
Which city is famous for its Colosseum?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Fuck, you're not wrong. Like fucking shit.
He's so right.
I've been there. That's why. I've been there.
Finding ways around the answer. I love it.
I've been there before. I've been to the Coliseum.
You know what? It's Rome, but you're absolutely right, Corona. It is Los Angeles too.
So
you're right.
More
Good job.
specific.
I don't. It's more fun this way, Spongy.
It's in Inglewood, California.
All right, Spongy, it's your turn, and you ain't getting this. And I'm only giving you 5 seconds, so get off the Google machine. Ready,
You
Spongy?
underestimate his Google powers.
You might have fast fingers, but we're going to find out because you got 5 seconds on this one. What is the tallest building in the world? 5.
Alexa.
4.
What is the tallest building
3.
in the world?
New York.
2. 1. Spongy, you shit the bed.
If you have Trump, it's Trump Tower.
Oh, well, it is now that
I think it's New York, no?
No, it's
It's Dubai.
Yes, it is, and it's called Burj Khalifa.
Burj
you're in
Khalifa,
Dubai-
yeah, right.
Way back in the day, it was the Empire State Building, but yeah,
and the Sears Tower. And it
Yeah,
was
I
a
got
bunch of
teared
things.
down. I got burned
Yeah,
down.
but Arabs do not take that shit lightly. Okay, they fucking took over. All right, so who's up next? We got David. I believe.
9/11 joke.
Yeah, it's McNiner.
McNiner, you're up. Who wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer?
Tom Sawyer.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I'm asking about a 200-year-old book. I apologize.
Yeah, you should be.
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, and Huckleberry Finn.
Wasn't it Moby Dick?
Does that help? Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. He also wrote A King and King Arthur, a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court or some shit like that, I believe. He also has an award.
Yankee in King Arthur's Court.
Yeah, he also there's an award that people get today with his name on it. But this is, I agree, I admit this is a tough one. Anybody know?
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give it one guess. Mark Twain.
Correct. It's Mark Twain.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right,
You
McNiner.
know what else?
What's that, Spongy? What do you guys say?
Mark Twain wrote though?
What's that?
He wrote Moby Dick as well, didn't he?
No, that was Herman Melville, I believe, wrote Moby Dick.
What?
But I could be wrong. I think.
Or
it
was
is,
it Tom Sawyer?
No, Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. That's Mark Twain. All right, so who's up now after
Levi.
Levi? You're up again. This is a perfect one. This is a perfect one for you. Yeah, it was Melville. That's what I thought. All right, Levi, you're up. What is the square root of 25, buddy?
5.
Holy shit, this guy. Good job.
That
was too easy, not for everyone. Okay. All right, so let's go. Levi has gone, and now who goes? Corona again, or is it Spongy? Okay, Corona, you're up. Last 2 questions, Corona and Spongy. Corona, what is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere? This shit is not easy. I apologize. Levi would have got it.
I'm already leaning in.
Yeah. What is
I
the most abundant?
I passed it to McNiner. I'm not sure.
No, you can't pass
nitrogen?
it. But yes, it is
Ding,
nitrogen.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nitrogen. Good way to pick up the slack, D. McNiner. Levi knew it too. Spongy.
We
last
had
question.
nitrogen fixing algae before most life on Earth. So there was used to be even more nitrogen in the atmosphere.
What's up,
but
John
they
Jay?
ate
What's up,
nitrogen,
John
turned
Jay?
it into oxygen.
You're late, John.
John Jay, you're very late, but it's okay. You know, we did a Tagalog. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Tagalog. We did a Tagalog. We learned how to say your bed or mine in Tagalog. So you missed that. But that's okay. Beyond that, John Jay, you didn't miss much. All right, last question for Spongy. Which country hosted the first modern Olympic Games? This is not hard.
Was it the USA?
Spongy, come on, man. This is common sense stuff, bro. Who invented the Olympics? Who invented the
China.
Olympics?
China.
Oh, China.
No,
Greece.
it's not China. It's
Come on,
Greece,
man.
you fools.
Oh, Greece. Yeah, Greece.
It's Greece.
Oh,
Everyone,
there's
you guys shit the bed. You've made a mockery of my show. You embarrassed me and your parents and all of us. We're all
an American U.S.
And
education system.
America's disappointed in all of us. Yeah, see, Bebop.
Hey,
knows.
it's not
The
Florida,
Greeks.
so-
They also
I mean, with
invented-
our new Secretary of Education, we just
The Greeks
settled test
invented a
scores
lot.
now with WWE style matches.
The Greeks
Yes.
invented a lot of shit, and they rivaled
Can't
Latin with fucking language. A lot of words come from the Greek language. So that was Quiz Pro Whoa, you
And
guys.
it's
So
Who cares if you can do a
That's
square
not-
root? Can you do the people's elbow?
yeah, that'd be fun. We used to do the people's elbow. We used to put all the mattresses and all the couch cushions on the floor, and we used to wrestle.
Hey, I did a pedigree to my
Chin
sister
music.
one time.
That sounds bad now, especially since it was happening in a fraternity house. But that's what we did. We did that. All
Kenny,
right,
that's
guys.
not good.
No, you're right. It sounds bad when I say it, but it was fun as hell. All right, guys, that's the show. Thanks for hanging out on Kenny Lives Matter. We got Corona, we
Any
had
lives do
Niner,
not
we had
matter.
Young Spongy and his sarcastic tones, and we had Levi. We
Which
had a
is
lot of
Florida
people
man.
drop into the chat. There was a shite load of people. Sean McGann was here. John Jay popped in last minute. Bebop Jones, Chad Schrader. A lot more people. But, my mind,
Hey, why
It's
are
the-
you forgetting about people? That's not nice.
I know. There was a lot of it. Steve-O was here. Papa J was here. We had Crazy
Crazy
Juice was
Juice.
here. Yeah, anybody else remember? Did I leave anybody out? I'm sure.
Low the truth, I think.
Low the Truth was
we
here.
we had a very, very special
What about
guest.
Ground Cold?
Grant
My dude,
Cohn
yeah,
was
Grant
in the
Cohn was here. Special guest Grant Cohn. We had Charlie Pepper, my boy Charlie, who changed his name to Leo, Cap Level Leo. I think he just changed his name. There's Papa J. He made it back.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, thanks for sticking around. If there anything you guys want to say before I say goodbye to the audience,
It's always Go Niners and F the
And
Rams.
Go Birds and
No.
and, you know.
It's
And
always
go
fuck the
Cowboys.
Rams.
don't forget we got to watch David McNiner on Mondays and on Wednesday. David, are you doing Monday show?
This next week it's on Ty Austin's channel, and I'd imagine
Stay
we're going to do
faithful.
it because the rookies report on the 15th.
Yeah, so check out Stay Faithful if you're not
Yep.
sub to
Well,
them.
no, I'm not
sub.
subscribed.
You know, the Corey Davis 49er Wednesday show, every Wednesday, folks, all year round. It don't matter.
Yeah, Jim Everett was here. You're right.
Rain or shine. Rain or shine.
I didn't see
Yeah.
Mr. Jim.
Yeah.
I didn't see-
So,
I'm getting an enhancement.
thanks for popping
He
in, everyone.
doesn't come by my
Yeah,
channel.
let's go Dodgers. You got that right, Crazy Juice.
No.
Fuck the
Go
Giants.
Phillies.
No, fuck the Giants.
Let's see. Let me get my little music queued up here. I'm going to put you guys in the background, and then we'll talk backstage. I'm just going to say goodbye to everyone because everyone wants me to say goodbye to them. They want to feel special.
Nah.
I can make people feel special and
Are
loved.
you sure about that?
Yeah, so we're going to throw y'all backstage.
Whoa, why not throw? Why not grab us?
We're going to hurl. We're going to hurl you backstage. I'm going to send Jarvis back
Shot
to the...
put.
There's David McNiner.
I catch you guys next time. I'm gonna go lay
Say
down.
goodbye to Dave. All right, David Corona. Thanks for
All right,
popping in
Corona,
later,
have a
dude.
good night.
Alright.
This
Yep,
was
you
one
too.
of the nights-
Alright.
This was
David
Later.
one at
Niner.
Kenny's house.
Dave McNiner's out of here. Oh, David McNiner's the last guy.
It's just me.
It's just you. Jarvis is gone. I'm gonna send him out. All right. See you,
Not
David.
nice.
Levi already left. Spongy. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Levi. I didn't mean to throw you out. It was dark. We'll be right back. I'll see you in a little bit backstage. Spongy, you're a disgrace. The Eagles suck. We'll see you
Yeah,
later.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Here's my solo layout, y'all. All right, guys. Let me just say bye-bye. Do my little thing because I like the attention. All right. Peace out, everyone. I don't like ass kissers, flag wavers, or team players. I like people who buck the system. I often warn people somewhere along the way someone is going to tell you there's no I in team. What you should tell them is maybe not. But there's an I in independence, individuality, and integrity. Avoid teams at all costs. Keep your circle small. I'm Kenny Culp. And this has been Kenny Lives Matter. Good night and have a safe weekend.